Hello, it's me, Pipsqueak, and we will be gaming today. Doing game Doodle first before anything else, but then more Last Sovereign right after. Let me actually put up the thing. There we go. Do, 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 do. Nice. Okay. Let's see. What are we dealing with? This is so familiar. This isn't. This is not Nuclear Throne, but is this? It's not Guacamole, is it? Oh, never mind. Maybe it's not familiar. Maybe I don't know what this is. Maybe I'm stupid. Hot Dads. It's Hotel Mario. I don't know what this is. I don't. I've never seen this game. I don't think. Burrito Bison Loncha Libre. Never seen this in my life. Okay, there's a flesh wall. There's some scaly stuff. Are we dealing with Terraria? It's definitely not Terraria, but you know. What the fuck, Dune? This is some MC Escher shit. I don't recognize those. I feel like I should. Warhammer. It's Japanese. It's okay, I just didn't think it'd be Japanese. That makes this, like, impossible, right? Is this a Fire Emblem clone? Hello again, Milas. Hello, hello. Oh, where's my chat? My chat wasn't showing up. I've never seen this game before. But I see a Fire Emblem like battle window in the corner. Now, if I had shored up my Japanese properly, I could probably read this. But I'm not good enough to translate it. Even with the characters over the kanji. Also, is that just me, or does one of them just fade into the shoulder? I feel like it does. I don't know what game this is. Mega Drive. Mega Drive long play. I love when you can't find a trailer for something, so you have to find the long play. Just link like a full game playthrough. What the fuck is this? It is MC Escher inspired for sure. Fantastic. Miku? She's way too recognizable. Okay. She's too recognizable for sure. Fog, Forest, Stamina, Darkness. Fog, Forest, Stamina, Darkness. Don't Starve? Freeware, Creepypasta, Collectibles, Slender Man. Crazy. Nice, okay. Those are all of them. We've done it. I've beaten the daily games, except the one that I don't like. which is how I tend to do it. I have something to bring up from, what's it called? From before. From the VOD of last stream. Let me find this real quick. Switch account. I wonder if there's been any more comments since then. Yes, indeed. Okay. Kirani has once again been kind enough to, what's it called? Enlighten me on what the consequences of missing the Robin Max is. And it's crazy. Apparently it fails 3 perfect checks and makes them not perfect, which is fine, but it is funny that doing it not at the first possible moment already has cascading effects. I thought it would be more lenient than that. But to be fair, maybe there's been opportunities, but because of the guide I'm following, you're meant to only you're meant to max it in the final possible moment before you need it, right? Which makes sense, right? In any case, our first confrontation with the fucklord was a little bit worse than it should be. Got different dialogue. We get 1 less point into variables. In Dargilon, a similar thing happens versus the fucklord. That's also why I'm 10k less EXP, which is the main thing I got out of this, is holy shit, that's why I'm missing 10k EXP. Thank God I didn't miss anything, like, important. Yeah, Kirani is very good at this. They've done this twice now, just told me what I missed. Fail check 3 aftermath. The guy gets 10 and you got 8. The best outcome is done by getting 9 or more. I think we did quite well instead of we did remarkably well. 2 less points in Erosha, 1 in Ganelon, 1 in Tatseni, 1 in Stenai, 2 with Astera, and 1 in a variable named Arkland Acceptance. Jesus Christ. I don't know how things will go in Gonfall, because I admit I can't calculate all that stuff for that section just by looking at the wiki. Too convoluted. Fair enough. All this means is, if we fail Gonfall, I just have to restart from the beginning and we stream all the way up to Gonfall again. That's the only way we can do it, right? Like, if I don't get the best possible result in Gonfall, we just go again, okay? It's like a roguelike. We throw the run and we start another one, right? It's not more complicated than that. I don't see the problem. I really started streaming without refilling my water bottle. That's actually a travesty. 1 second, I gotta refill my water bottle. Really thought I did that. Okay, we're back. To start with, what we're doing is just investing a bunch of money. I've got some things to do. Maybe we'll be back later. Sounds good. Good luck. It sounds like you got backstabbed with the Ga. Is like a really funny way to do that. It's like, no, I have things to do now. Maybe I'll be back later. You know, like, it sounds like someone came and like threw an assignment at you. Are you okay? Have you been assassinated by the I don't know, the Taskmaster. In any case, I guess I'll just start. I feel like Marcus should be here, but not quite yet, I suppose. It's fine. Kirby hasn't said anything, so I will not wait around to see if Kirby comes in. Tyron Khan. Have they fixed the tent already? Most important thing to check. He has not fixed the tent. Travesty. We're gonna invest in making the orcs smarter. Many thanks. You will not see this money wasted. I promise you. Can I read the books now? Nope. Fancy words. Fancy words. That is how our purpose was summarized by my predecessor, who granted me all his knowledge. Me not understand, but seem interesting. I understand why humans treat these like treasure now. They are valuable. They are valuables of a different kind. I need to like get back a habit I had from Mineko, which is to read ahead of whatever I'm reading. I keep getting stuck on words because I'm reading it at the same time as I'm voicing it, which is the wrong way to do it. You're supposed to read before you say it. I'll join eventually, but not quite yet. Fair enough. Orcs not very good with word fights. We must become strong. Many enemies hard to fight with weapons. That's why we need words. Oh yeah, let me see, did the guy have something to say about it? Hello, Ogront. You're looking well. Yes, I finally underwent the process after seeing how much you had done to improve it. So you still feel like yourself? Indeed, I feel more myself than I have in a very long time. I had mental clarity before, but not like this. My only complaint would be that the physical changes leave something to be desired, but I presume you have focused on mental changes. Exactly, even this much is pushing the limit of what we think can be done. Well, it is likely to be the best for our fledgling democracy, and for my school as well. How's that going, by the way? Is it a debate club or a rap battle? Isn't a debate club just like a sauceless rap battle? Like a sauceless rap club? There's a term for it, like I forgot what it's called. I only know it in context of Japan. There's like an underground scene of takedown raps. Like you rap against an opponent and you're freestyling like insults and shit against each other. Best rap wins. I know about this because a band I really like, the singer started by doing that. So that's like the only thing. That's the only thing I know about it. But now I'm thinking about it. Debate club is just like sauceless rap battles. They're just battles. It's the singer of Creepy Nuts, but I forget what his name is. It's Archite, I believe. Oh, whatever. There's more interest than before, now that smashing is seen as a less viable resolution. Many are feeling our intellectual weakness. I doubt that Takan will be a bastion of erudition? I know erudite. Does this become erudition? I guess so. In my lifetime, but I hope to one day see orc scholars accepted at great institutions of other nations. A worthy goal. Let's hope we can accomplish it. Also, hello, Pure. I didn't realize you're the same Pure as from the Discord. That does make sense. I just read the purple and didn't get further than that. Me not understand, but seem interesting. I really like Creepy Nuts. I also didn't know we had the emote for nuts. New Javini. All the way down to the camps. My, with so many resettled, this place is starting to feel deserted. We should repurpose it. There aren't so many looking for manual labor now. Makes my job boring, but it's a good sign for New Javini. Please stay out of the way. There are still some who need resettlement. Please, help me revive true Javini smithing. Returns look bad, but it could help arrange some good weapons and culture, I guess. Truly, that's fantastic. I need to get some things together, then I'll be out of this place. Wait, are you bailing on us? Come on, anyone could do my work here. This is my true calling. You'll be able to find me in Javino Vinay. There's a door there in the, or like a shop there to the southeast that isn't open. I wonder if that's the smith. Yo, Niklas. Good emote. We're doing our classical round of investments. I went to the wrong place. Yeah, is the smith here? The King's Abode. I've never been in here. Welcome to the King's Abode. However, I'm guessing that you're not here to purchase a room. I love the smell of money. Same. We have our own accommodations. Well, if you ever have anyone you need to reside... Can you use reside for other people like that? As like, If you ever have anyone you need to reside in Javino Vinay... It's saying if I have anyone I need to like put in Javino Vinay and have lived there, right? I don't think I've ever seen reside used in that context. I keep getting surprised by the way that the author uses these words. As I see this maps things are popping back into my head. Yeah, that makes sense. That's how it works for me as well. I feel like I have forgotten a lot of it, but as soon as I like play a segment, I remember more and more about it. We consider ourselves the finest place to stay in the city. Well, I doubt that'll ever happen. So nice to see Javini rebuilt, even if it isn't quite what it once was. Oh, yeah, right, there's an investment in the tea house. You're welcome to have tea, but would you hear me out about a business proposition? Go ahead. Our tea house has proved a lot more successful than we imagined. When we got this space, we worried we wouldn't be able to afford it. Now, we're looking to expand, but to do that, we need a lot more money. We've scouted places and we know people who could make other tea houses of similar quality. We just need funding. Seems like a solid business plan. We may be in touch. Thanks for considering us. Should buy quite a bit of soft power. Nice. Had you done an optimized playthrough, Pure? Or have you only done how much experience do you have with the game? Have you done multiple playthroughs? I think you mentioned an optimized playthrough at one point in the Discord earlier today, and I've just forgotten it like a dummy. We'll get in touch with all our contacts right away. Still playing tag? Everybody gets to play outside again. I'm gonna getcha. Nice. I've only done optimized. Blind playthrough was tempting, but I was very busy at the time and felt I could only put 150 hours into the game once. I prefer good stuff happening to me. I respect that. Yeah, I would have gone fully blind. I'm in a way I'm kind of sad that I'd already played the game when I was new, because it would have been really fun to do a full blind run. But knowing that chapter 5 is so insanely long, I feel like maybe I didn't miss too much. Maybe it's fine. I'll be sad if people have oversold how long Chapter 5 is. Might seem trivial, but I think it would buy a lot of goodwill for the cost. And we're doing it. I actually I said I've only done, like, this is my 3rd playthrough. That's not true, it's my 4th playthrough, because I managed to soft lock myself on my 1st playthrough. I updated the game, and at the time, they did, I don't remember what changed, but there was something that just broke completely. I, like, got hard crashed, in the middle of my, the city in Aram. Ardaheim? It's not Ardaheim. Is it Ardaheim? No, wait. What's the place? It's not Aram. It's where the fuck is it? This is the elves. Sylvan. Are there any paths blocked off here at this point? Yeah, this one to the east. Once we make the connection to Sinai permanent, we may be able to teleport to Fëanor as well. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. But yeah, it's only this one, I think. Unless there's one, but not... There's a secret path here. You can go even further down. Small detail I really like about this area is the fact that it reflects the layout of the continent. I guess I can't go to... Where even is the place where Alanon is? It's not in Aram. It's not in Ustrin. It's not in Yihilin. Is it in Aram? Is it like the corner of Aram? Has to be the corner of Aram, right? We just can't travel there because they're defending it. Yeah, because it's at the top of Aram Desert, isn't it? I wish this showed the cities. I was pretty sure it's in Aram. But then it doesn't show up here, which is why I thought that, you know, it wasn't part of Aram. But that makes sense. Alanon is defending it. We can't just teleport in. Time for... wait. Oh, yeah. You had a, You had an investment, Iris. That makes sense. Don't expect huge profits, but we do need a specialist like this for our fighters. When is this gonna be relevant? When is this gonna be relevant? Thank you so much for remembering me and bringing such beautiful humans. Please invest. I have so many ideas. Thanks. I hope to make all kinds of sexy armor with your help, and I'll send you profits like we agreed. And you help if we needed any special armor, right? Oh gosh, of course. I wouldn't even charge you. I keep working to improve my armor, and just let me know if you need anything special. My, that helmet. So glorious. You mean mine? It's custom built, isn't it? The design is wonderful, and it fits you so well. Missed opportunity to reference the what's it called? I was gonna say visitor card, but that's not it. Business card from American Psycho. It is business card, isn't it? Yeah. But the defensive wards are strong, but kind of limited. Would you be offended if I said I thought I could improve it? Always happy to be better protected on the battlefield. What did you have in mind? Okay, for a start, I was thinking increased magical defenses. Ilstara's helm was upgraded. Okay. Here you go, all done. Thank you very much. No, thank you. Will you be offended if I masturbate about this later? As nice as this helm is, do as much as you want. Tough and heavily armored and kind. What are we dealing with now? Ilstara, 20 attack, 60 defense, 20 magic, 45 magic defense, and some luck. I don't know if it gives agi, and we just can't see it because of the tower shield. Oh, mammoth armor. Maybe it gives that as well. Hey Simon, I had an idea now that we own this armorer. I wouldn't say that we own her. I'm fine with it. Anyway, I used to have some custom armor that I really liked, but I don't know that it could keep up with some of our new equipment. But with the right upgrades, it could be super sexy and super effective. What would you need to make it? I'm not sure. The lady here could handle the smithing, but the materials... I guess I should talk to Mother. You want me to arrange it? No, I'll find the right time once I've done some more research. That'll be relevant for sure. Speaking of... I've been running Tormented Shield on Nalili, but I don't really like Nalili. The issue is that this lowers her defense. I thought for some reason this had insane defense as well, but Tower Shield is still better. Tragic. I guess it does stay with Nalili. I wish I could see what damage, or not damage type, I wish I could see what skills scale with. Like, Nalili has Healing Masturbation. Does this scale with magic? Sexually kiss away life with a sword and blade of... Like, does Kiss of Steel scale with physical the same way that, like, her Orgasmic Strike in Orgy of Blows does? Or does it scale with magic? Because I think Yara's scales with magic, and she does Succubus Kiss, right? So it's like... I never quite know how things are scaling. Like that we've gone here like 6 times and we still haven't cleaned the river. It's just never gonna happen. These safest tents in outskirts, but still sheep. Yelin finally seems so close to peace, but will it last? No new dialogue here. Which I guess makes sense. Will you invest in facilities for centralized mercenary offices in Yihilin? Yes, I will. I like using Nalili, but only in tougher fights, since the shield... With the shield, she takes a while to ramp up. Yeah. I mean, she takes a while to ramp up anyway, is the issue. But the issue is that... Nalili doesn't have a cheat code to get Lust on turn 1, and her Combat Masturbation isn't enough to get Orgy of Blows going turn 1 either. Orgy of Blows can self-sustain, but the rest of the moves can't, which is a bit annoying. So that's why I don't like her too much. Actually, I'm stupid. I wanna check. What do they have to say after I invest there? I talked to the armorer. Everyone deserves to hear from me when... Oh, he just disappeared? What are we dealing with in here? I'm here to scout potential recruits for the Arigarda. Life is a lot easier when everything's organized. No risk of other mercenaries stealing your shit. I'm in charge of keeping everybody's pay. It's a damn good job. Welcome. You're welcome to tour the place if you like, but there's not much. We focus on business here. You need a drink? I'm your man. Me, I'm good mercenary now. I feel like Workent would have a bar talk here. Well, there is the possibility of using a butt plug, but the shield is way too good. Exactly. Yeah. That's why Yara is so good, because she doesn't need it. No, it's safe. Yeah, I mean, I think they censor titles, but it's up to each individual chat to moderate their own chat. I don't think you can get banned for using like sex terms in a Twitch chat unless the streamer bans it, which I won't do, right? Because this is a pretty adult game, you could say. I also, I mean, I haven't been DMCA'd or not content claimed, like age warned on YouTube either, so I think it's fine. Hi Kirby. That's a pretty weird expression. What you thinking about? Nothing that concerns you. Ah. Simon, I'm just thinking about back then. And so much anger and doubt. This shook me. But now, I can look back on it as a positive memory. Honestly. I'm glad to hear you say that. I'm going to assume you're talking about fucking. Must you make that assumption with everything? Not heyo, because I didn't expect it. So I missed the first 30 minutes. We've been typing in the Discord all day, Kirby. I even said when we were gonna go live, and then I overshot it by an hour. I cringed. I was late. No, that's fine. And I read those messages. Fair enough. You just assumed I wouldn't stream. Okay, I see how it is. That's fine. You haven't missed much. We're just investing. Looks like there are the main barracks. We shouldn't bother them. But Kamdan wanted to remember about doing stuff with Pretty Army Lady. Thank you for healing me back then, Kum. Thank you for hittings and protectings. Sure thing, but I'm glad we have more people good at hittings now. Most of them. Yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. You skimmed the important one. Yeah, I think I only said once that I'd stream later today in the early messages. After 4 p.m. we got back to it. The Feltiar is here, right? Yes. Please enjoy your time in Feltiar. Yeah, I only said it once though, so I understand that it got drowned out. I was considering reposting it at the end there, but I was like, nah, it's fine. You want to invest in the Feltiar Flow House? I could arrange everything. Wonderful, this should be good for Feltiar, and I hope also for your alliance with Dargelon. I'm so excited to see if... No, you even said it right before the come messages. Haha, fair enough. Westfield. Oh yeah, this here, I remember this. I can't believe we're finally investing in this. Foreigners need rooms in the outer district of Feltiar, but they're considered too unreliable a market. I'm looking to get out of the rental game, but the properties are still turning a tidy profit. Yeah, we've had this option ever since we first came to the elves. The Flow House came up later, but this one has been here from the start. It's crazy that you wait this long to do it. Thank you so much. I'll just manage them for a little longer, then leave the work to someone else. I wanted to, like, defend you for the cum messages. What do you mean the cum messages? I don't... You mean when... Oh yeah, just the, like, saying cum dump? Yeah. Since I think you don't say it exactly as cum. Yeah, I say cum. I say cum for the Q, that's true. But I differentiate, like... I think it's actually just automatic. I don't think it's something I've done intentionally. I think it's just happened. Kind of depends on when like where in the sentence it happens. If it's at the start of the sentence, I'm more likely to say cum than I am to say cum. Cum. When you wrote a K-Y-U-M, I just couldn't help but read it in like an anime girl voice. Oh, sorry, I'm cum dump. You know? I'm cum dump. I only watched the first episode. I wasn't complaining. Fair enough. Fair enough. Since, like in Italian, you would pronounce like you say it. Okay, cool. I'm happy to be correct in a language. Cum doesn't sound correct at all, I know, but it's very funny to say cum dump. If you're confident in our income, this is one of the biggest ways we could help the succubi here and influence the region, and we're doing it. Oh, thank you so much. It may take us a while, but we won't need to worry about money at all. That is much niceness. Yeah, I look forward to the day they can use all these resources in the open, though. After everything you've given us, we couldn't possibly ask for more. Yeah, the point is that it's pronounced like cum dump. It's just that I think I automatically say it wrong, because I like read it without doing the adjustment in my head. Most of the time, she does say cum dump and not her actual name. It's when other people are talking about her that they say cum, you know, with the Q. God, this place is... I think this might be my most disliked map in the entire game. Because of how insanely annoying it is when monsters respawn here. And the... And you just have to like walk around and find the one monster. We've invested in the dwarves this much. Let's seal the deal when we have the prawn to do it. With 200,000 prawn, I could establish a dwarven presence in Aram. I don't even know why I commented about it, but watching the other playthrough was the first time I heard someone say it out loud, so it stuck with me. And they referred to her just by her first name, presumably to avoid saying cum dump a lot. Is that the... I only know one other playthrough of The Last Sovereign on YouTube. Which is Rebellions. Is it Rebellions? Oh, I see that there's someone else who's done one. Okay, have they? Wait, did they just stop up? No, they finished the game 4 months ago. Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I saw another person do a playthrough with 78 videos. Jesus. But they it looked like they only got halfway, but then I looked and no, they finished. Oh, there's actually quite a few. I didn't think there were multiple. There's only there's only 3 that's finished, right? I guess 2 that are finished full through. The rest are all, yeah, not finished. Grim has a playlist of every fight in The Last Sovereign, apparently. Like, every important fight. That's cool. Also, I gotta tell you something cursed. Look at this. The Last Sovereign AI-generated movie teaser trailer. It's time. What are we dealing with here?
This is not just a war of swords and shields.
It's a war of incubus kings, even.
It is a war of survival, a war of wills, a war where silence screams louder than death. The skies...
AI is so dog shit, man. AI is so insanely dog shit. Oh, it's so bad. It looks so awful every second of it. Oh my god, never mind. For some reason I thought it'd be funny, but it's just tragic. I take that back. Worst tangent I've ever gone on. The artist for TLS was doing streams with Grim actually, but since they weren't commenting about the story, etc., I wasn't as interested. That makes sense. Sounds like the most useless playlist. No. It's for, like, it can be useful for the harder fights to know what the strategies are. I get it. It's nice to wind down to sometimes though. They can't just talk and voice acted. You know, I couldn't imagine streaming a game like this and not voice acting the dialogue. That shit is crazy. I've definitely at times regretted how I played Umineko, but Umineko had voice acting, which made it harder to like read through all of it. But I kind of wish I did back then too. I feel like it adds so much to the viewing experience, especially because I don't always want to be tabbed in if I'm a viewer. I want to be able to just listen to what's happening. Excellent. I can make no promises, but I hope this will be as productive as your previous gift to our people. Nice. Embassy in Aram has been established. I've been playing PRE lately, Path of Exile, so I found myself looking at the or trying to press tab to look at the map. Let's just bring up the world map while I'm walking around. But unfortunately, in this game, you cannot do that. I don't know why I thought you could. Is YouTube intentionally hiding the vid against AI? I saw. Which one? Is it... What's his name? Fuck, I watched a really, really good video on AI yesterday. By it's an artist channel. Acerola, exactly, yeah. I watched the Acerola video. Good video. And we're going to the slums. We're almost done investing. I'm realizing I'm a little out of it today. Sorry if the tangents are going to be a bit longer than normal, or if my quality is a little worse than normal today. My medication ran out yesterday, so I had like a gap day. I took half of them, like I take 2 different ones, and I'm definitely noticing the effect is just really weird when I'm not taking both at the same time. So today I went and grabbed it, but it does mean I'm a little bit more scatterbrained today. Isn't it here? Yeah, it is. Now, if I would change the music to this game, this is the first song I would change. I think it's so silly that this still plays the, like, epic hype song, even though it's been not, you know, very stressful for 95% of the time we've been down here. Yeah, I'm happy I got the refill. I was a bit worried, but no, I got it. Yeah, I'm really happy I got the refill. They only took, like, 1 day without it, which is good. It's a medication that builds up in your body, right? Like a deposit, so it would suck to have to build it up from scratch again because you missed it for like 5 days. Thank you so much for prioritizing us after the magical disturbance. We won't forget. Where the fuck do I invest in the tower? I'm tripping. Yes. Do you want to make a donation to the Goddess of Magic? Yes. Yeah, you won't forget, right? You mean forget to take the medication? Oh, no, you mean editing the soundtrack? I'm still not sure I want to put in the time. I might, but it kind of depends on what I'm doing. We'll see. We'll see. I feel like that would make the creator mad, you know? I don't want to make Sierra Lee mad. You know these guys of the cult? I will forget. I don't care about this cult at all. I also just realized why Nalili might feel bad now, but commenting more about it would be a mechanical spoiler. That in and of itself is a mechanical spoiler. But I appreciate it, because Nalili deserves to be a bit more of a combat character. Very good. As thanks, we'll give you statues of the goddess to display as you wish. However we wish. We ask that you be respectful, but we can't really stop you, can we? Don't worry about that. Our main goal was the donation. My bad. No, it's fine. It's fine. There are tiers of spoilers. I will tell you if the spoiler is problematic. That is not a problem at all. You were vague enough that all it does is make me like happy to have something to look forward to. I don't mind at all. I've had a lot worse spoilers done, especially in the YouTube comments. That I've had to ask them to delete/edit. I will simply choose to ignore that message. Banger. When I ignored that part, the conclusion was obvious. Okay, we're done investing. Apparently we keep 1,493 prawn for later. you know, pocket money. Can't even put it in like an index fund. Watch it grow. You've done remarkable work on unpeople. Care to convert that research into applicable techniques? Yes. Right? Let me double check. Yes. So I can think of multiple applications. I think Dari will be quite happy about this. Neat. I might have used that phrase at least once outside the stream. I'm happy to hear that. It is such a banger line, man. As soon as I ignored that evidence, the conclusion was clear. You need any Javini Masterworks? I'm your man. I hope to eventually improve the stock of the store as well. I like a pair of blades, traditional style, but with this steel. Is that from Eusterin? At a glance, the quality looks excellent. So, can you do it? Might be difficult, but I relish the challenge. Alright, 5,000 SEK for a pair of Masterworks. Fantastic. I'll get to work right away. Created reforged Javini blades. Whoa, the balance on these is great. I can't believe I'm getting blades this fancy. I'm sure you'll use them well. Nice, we upgraded the only person who needs weapons in the party, right? I love that they're like a side grade, because you lose defense. Anyway, let's check at the lady who definitely doesn't need weapons. It's insane to me that the labor is that cheap. It makes perfect sense though, right? Like, we are talking about owning entire corporations that employ like hundreds of people, right? And then now we just want one pair of blades made. It makes sense that it's a lot cheaper. And at the start of the game, a prostitute was 5 or 6 sex, right? Like, we've scaled up a little bit in money. That was in Fairholm, though. I think it was like 100 to 400 or something in Steinford. I love that we just have like a random orc chilling here. You know, despite all my luck, for most of my life, I've been unhappy. Fairholm was basically slums with a church. Yeah. Yeah. And even the church was not the best, you know? I might be underestimating the value of sex. Yeah, I mean, I think we early on established that, like, a month pay for the people in Fairholm was like 300 or something. I might be hallucinating that, but it was definitely a low value. It's been brought up like once or twice, like what people earn. It was all in chapter 1 though. We moved up so much in the totem pole that money has lost its meaning. Thinking back on it now, I believe I've made myself unhappy, torturing myself for luck I could never deserve. But my luck won in the end and brought me to you. And that doesn't make you unhappier? Not at all. I may not deserve such kindness, care, and pleasure, but you deserve me. And I'm glad to have you, Varya. For the first time in years, I'm glad I haven't died yet, and I'm not worried about that changing. What do you need? Best Bandit. Earn Varya's loyalty. You know, giving her the title Best Bandit is hilarious because we only have one bandit, so it's like a participation trophy. Means jack shit. I like that her title is Whole because we got the choice between like mind breaking her and trying to fix her problems. And Whole implies that she's like moved beyond her pain. Like, I really like that title. It's clean. Having Wendy's back, I feel like she overcame her destiny. Maybe. Yeah, we're... Okay, I'm calling it now. We're going to find out that Destiny is a goddess. We're gonna find out that there's a goddess that, like, controls Destiny, and we're gonna beat her. For sure. Just to like, fix it for Varia, right? I just had food in Ardford for 206. It was for the whole party, which is like, what, 10, 12 people, and it's considered an expensive-ish restaurant. Yeah. I feel like the underestimating sex might have a bang asexual joke, but I can't put it together well. Now you're working too hard. You're cooking too hard. You need to stop burning the food, sir. All right, got it. Oh dear, will you really be okay? The explosives are dangerous enough, but with my magic added... Don't worry about it, Altina. My luck should carry me with something as random as this. Well, I'll still be nervous every time we do it, but okay. Can't wait to break this out against somebody. Or I learned Earth Bomb. Nice. Yeah. Hello, Link. Oh, hi, Varia. Sorry, don't let me get in your way now. Just doing some training on my own. Well, there should be plenty of room. You know, the two of us have been fighting together a long time, but we haven't done much together. Why, Varia, how forward are you? Hey now, keep your armor on. Time enough for that later. I was just thinking, maybe we could work together more. I'm always relying on people like you to defend me, after all. Well, I have a few ideas for how you could do all those cuts from a safer position. Defensive Frenzy. They didn't even bang. Why get all sweaty with sexy harem training together if you're not gonna bang? I really like that they gave it to... They gave the skills to what's already, like, really good synergy characters. 100 mana! A devastating explosion of magical rock. I mean, one of my favorite party setups is Varia Hilstara or Varia Altina, depending on if I'm clearing a boss or clearing solo. So that's really strong together. A less intense assault that also increases physical and magical defenses. Neat.
Okay.
Sometimes I hate how shit is structured in this guide. There's a lot of walking around that could be avoided if you just do things in order. Or at least I assume so, that it doesn't... like, some of these things definitely don't impact each other. I'd be, like, insanely surprised if it didn't. Right, I'm... stupid. You can't enter the slums? You... Yeah, exactly, Kirby. It's a really strong party. For a while, there were even more people in tents. Refugees from the war? Me? I just like it now. You have Grimm's Guide open? No, I'm using Toshas or whatever. Toshas. Because I don't want to read. I don't want to distract. I just want the step-by-step. I don't need the reasoning for anything. My work on the street is getting really dangerous. Would you be willing to work with Succubi? Oh, well, during the war, they helped us, and they can't be much worse than the church. Don't worry, most of them are kind. They'd be happy to take care of both you and your children. And perhaps... It's very in-depth. Yeah, I've skimmed it. It's not relevant for me, since I've already played the game up to this point. Yeah. No, the succubis are fine now. That's why we invested in them. They have enough money to, like, raise one kid. Maybe two now. I was pretty sure he tried to optimize pathing a lot. Makes sense, makes sense. I would have appreciated that. Maybe I should switch. Nothing bad would happen if I switch guide midway through, right? I'm sure they're identical in every way. Mommy's new special friends are nicer than her old ones. The succubi say I'll grow up to look this pretty. I need to talk to that woman. I really want to stay in Steinford, but the church is making that difficult. Oh, are you here to, No, we just wanted to check on you. Well, I'm very grateful. This is so much better than being on the streets and taking risky clients. The succubi might be a bit vigorous, but they're very kind, and I don't need to worry about my children when I'm with someone. I'm glad to hear it. In Steinford, my hair shows that I'm a bastard, but the succubi don't even blink at green hair. What? Your hair color... Interesting. I mean, Yihilin has a bunch of people with green hair, but there's not that many in Steinford. So maybe it's just like they want to interbreed and not let people from outside get in, you know? They're hella racist. So I've been thinking, well, I'm afraid I'll have to rely on you to do most things for me. I can already help in some ways. How so? Your defenses are good, but they can be improved in regard to the tower. I have some new ideas. Unfortunately, it looks like they'll be more expensive to implement than I'd hoped. Our ideas are all sound, if unusual, but they'll require some very strange materials. Keep it in mind. Thank you. Think this is the thing they want me to interact with? Blue flame in a cup. Is this a cup? This is like an artistic rendition of a cup. What did she say? I skipped that. It would be a risk to move through the depths too often, but returning one more time won't hurt. No path back? It would be too much of a risk. Come down to me and I'll send you back. Okay. Hello again, Simon. Thank you for coming alone. Hello again. And why two of you? We're setting up for a sexy skeleton threesome, of course. You're seeing two different aspects of me. The one under the illusion is the one you took with you back to the real world. It's very simply wrong. Yeah, I agree. The eyes are really well done. I see. You hadn't mentioned that. It had to be done. Wait, what did she do? She's separated into two aspects? Please don't look like that. It's not that I wanted to keep it from you. It's just that there was so much going on at the time. That's why I wanted you to come now. I wanted things to be like they were before, when we told each other everything. Nothing is going back to the way it was before. Mendis. No, I'm sorry. I appreciate all you've done. I'm just still in pain. But what this version of me feels, the other version gets a little. Maybe over time I can finish healing. She fucking compartmentalized her suffering. You know, if someone did this to me and they just like threw out all my issues into a different person and was like, yeah, there's a little bit of a link. Here's perfect me and here's fucked up me. Fucked up me gets like 5% of the joy I experience as perfect me. We'll maybe like figure it out later, but like I would be very scared of fucked up me and how mad fucked up me would be if I did that. Like, this feels very unequal. Maybe over time I can finish healing. There's a reason you couldn't do that by bringing all of you into the world. Two reasons. For one, the other aspect of me is still very abstract. Difficult to bring into the concrete world. And softening it, I didn't want to be reunited with you and carry so much baggage. That isn't the second reason. There's another practical one. Specifically, everyone is still focusing on the abomination. If I just disappeared, it would attract attention. Ah, I became concerned about that after we helped you, but I see you were ahead of me. I'm relying on you for so much else. At least let me handle business in the tower. I can swim around in the depths, not actually approaching. It should be some time before that becomes suspicious. On the subject of telling us everything, you suggested you had some emotions you were keeping down here. Oh, without a doubt. I've gotten a taste of the changed world above, but it's not enough. You're doing good things, but it's not enough. Everything needs to be ground to dust to eliminate the taint. I didn't know I felt that strongly. Being separated like this is really strange. You've seen it, Simon. How tortured this world is, at its very core. Not sure I understand fully. Well, will you help me? You want to understand my hatred? Sounds good, Marcus. Good luck. You know what we need? You know what we need? We need the Naruto versus Pain fight. I fucking love the way Pain is like, you could never understand my hatred! And then he just gets bonked by the fucking... Oh, wait. Naruto versus Pain. Can I get the clip? I just want the clip. No, I'm only getting like the full fight. I don't know what to search for just the clip, so I won't bother. But it's so funny. It's such a good clip. He gets bonked into the earth and just goes like, you could never understand my pain, completely ignoring that he's taking damage. Of course, show me what you see. Give us some time. That aspect of me is struggling not to lash out at everything. I'll show you once I get my thoughts together. Even stabilize, it's hard to think. Naruto versus Pain, talk no jutsu. No. This is mid-fight. This is mid-fight. I'm so curious now. I'm gonna... If I search bonk, do I find it? I got it. I searched... look at this search query. Fucking Naruto versus Pain and bonk. This is the banger. I love this one.
俺が憎いか。俺の痛みはお前以上だ!
It's so stupid. I just love the way he gets bonked here at the start. It looks so good. Bonk. I was just thinking the Abomination was doing this too, Simon. Donk, donk, donk. What's the worst that could happen? You just get bonked. Ugh. Sorry. I'm self-conscious about going on tangents now that we have someone new here. But we also want to tell you everything we've learned. That should help on all accounts. Tom and Jerry vibes? Exactly. I feel like we're strong enough that it would be that casual. Like, we would be like, yes, I want to feel your pain. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Do you hate me? So, just to be clear, part of you would still like to destroy reality, but you're delaying judgment. Before we destroy everything, we need to understand everything. Sounds like their fault for not being used to the pip tangents. I really think everyone should spawn into, like, come out the womb aware of my tangents and just, like, ready for them. Like, that should be the baseline condition that people enter the world with. Yeah, I agree. At minimum, I want to gain a body, unify myself, and experience the world directly. Doing that and regaining my sanity will both cost me a lot of potential short-term power, so I won't even be able to destroy reality anytime soon. I see. Simon, don't worry. I may hate almost everything, but I don't hate you. I wouldn't destroy everything without talking to you first. You know how people have talked about Gonfall and how there's like a loose condition in Gonfall? I wonder if you can get like so fucked up that Wendy's just like wipes reality. That'd be cool. Enough about my problems. I want to hear about these complex plans the others keep talking about. A coup in Yihilin. Oh dear. I felt that it was the only way. Incremental change had become non-viable. I appreciate that purple pure PP. I appreciate that PP. No, I think what I'm really self-conscious about is just that internally my chemistry feels a bit weird. So I'm like a little bit off, but I don't feel bad in any way. It's just different. She's still gonna get murked by Maria, probably. I mean Maria from Umineko? Real. The result seems to have been beneficial, but I don't know if I would have approved a plan like that. You think you really made that decision? It isn't the lust for power within your shard? I don't think it is, but it's impossible to say anything for sure. I wish you hadn't acquired a shard, Simon. I'm afraid I'll lose you, and you'll become something terrible. Especially when I see you surrounded by so many women. In life I could accept it, but part of me... You haven't felt the connection between them. It's really very pleasant, not domination like we'd feared. You're wrong! The fear was never that Simon would become a foolish tyrant like the Incubus King. We knew that wouldn't happen. Such childish fantasies wouldn't appeal to you, but you have the potential to become something much worse. Then, what were your fears? You may love some of them, but others you just collected because it was expedient, like Trin. That's true. And the fact that you can just casually call them a harem. The man I knew would never say such a thing. I'm sorry, Wendy's. You're not being fair. The succubi are the ones pushing that word, and they do not mean the same thing by it. This is why I need more time. When even a little emotion leaks out, I can't think clearly. Why does she sound like Inasta? You know... Every woman scorned sounds the same, is what you're saying. Just to confirm, you don't have a third or more... Have a third or more aspects hiding even deeper. There's nothing I'm hiding, but I'm horribly fractured. Sorry is the right word. You can use sorry to say like sorry doesn't mean that you think you did something wrong or that you are in the wrong. You can still say sorry there. That's perfectly the right word for it. Surely you've noticed how even this side of me contains some of the other. Putting me back together won't be easy. But that doesn't mean the same fragment of me is false. Letting that part of me relax and joke with everyone helps. I understand that, but I like to do something for all pieces of you. Me? Would you like to let out your anger on me? I don't remember this at all. No, that's not... I don't hate you, Simon. Not even that aspect of me. I understand the decisions you made. It still seems to me that you desperately need to release some of that anger. It would not be pleasant for you. I mean, if I was privy to someone's internal monologue like this, I would stay quiet when they're talking to each other. Like that, I would just guarantee do that every time. I would not butt in. If I can take on even a small part of your burden, I would do so gladly. In that case... How awful. I have that much anger? Replay the bonk? Replay the bonk? Wait. Simon right now. That is Simon right now for sure. I have that much anger. And more, but I left him alive. He can return and heal. You know he's going to heal in the arms of his harem, right? It's really so wholesome. Show me. I'm too weak to fight. I need to get back to the others. You know, kind of impressive that you managed to perfectly time 1 HP. Like, I'd imagine you'd get to like a range of like 10, 15 HP, and then you'd be a bit worried to hit him again in case you accidentally fucking kill him, right? Simon, what happened to you? I shouldn't have let you go alone. No, it's fine. I just need some rest. You need more than that. You need medical attention. And Karina, not to make you uncomfortable, but he really does need sexual energy too. Yes, that will allow the Incubus King aspects of his nature to assist in the healing. So be it. It's most important that he be healed well. Ooh, really? You'd better not take advantage. Karina, you don't have to. No, Simon, let me do this. Porn scene, baby! Got ambushed by, I was gonna say a buxom, but that's not quite correct. Once you feel ready, please meet me in the higher plane, just across from the entrance to the depths. Understood. Be prepared for combat, but this meeting should be less difficult. Well, let's go get beat up again. You're going to have to help me get to this realm, since it's rather far from me. How has Simon survived this long when saying shit like that? The stories Rav should have killed him long ago. You're not wrong. Like, I feel... You know, unironically, it would go so hard to combine that aspect of a practical guide to evil with the world building of this game. Just have words like that, like, carry consequences, like, mechanically in-universe. The fucking destiny and everything, like, you're overconfident as the villain, you're guaranteed to lose, you know? The tropes coming and asserting themselves. It'd be really funny if you had everything that's going on in this game story, and then you also just had to, like, walk around all the tropes as well. Ah, the aura of this place. I'm going to spend a while just soaking it in. That's a mild way to put it. Don't worry, I won't do anything that would disturb the balance or draw attention. There is a significant point ahead. Come speak with me there. I'm thinking it rolls too fucking much. No such thing. The rolls are great. Is it... Wendy's, is it a good idea to meet right where the Anak met us the first time? I feel like that might be a bad idea. Alright, it's time to talk about goddesses. We atheists were rather silly in one sense, sort of right in another. That's a sentence to drop on me. We've had some encounters that have led me to question my certainty on the subject. Oh? Do tell. Well, we directly encountered a being calling herself the Mother. Really now? You weren't exaggerating for comic effect or anything? No. Damn it, you have no idea how much that pisses me off. I'm not going to let my essence shift here, but believe me, I have some serious hatred built up toward these so-called goddesses. I'm still not sure what to think. Can you tell me what you've learned? I can't pretend to understand everything. Some of the mysteries of reality's workings remain very obscure to me. But I am 90% sure about this. Goddesses and Incubus Kings are opposites. Insane observation. I can't believe it. Who could have seen that coming? The Mother twice, yep. Then, what do you call the Divine Shard? Exactly. Glad I won't have to hold your hand for all this. But if they're opposites, they seem unequal. Incubus Kings aren't gods. Aren't they? Immense power, the ability to control others, bending reality to your will, makes you a god. Anyone can change reality in the sense of applying force to things. That's all the Incubus Kings do. And I'm afraid that's all the so-called goddesses do. So they aren't really divine, not in the sense that Sarai would demand. Sarai has higher standards than our pantheon. I can't say for sure whether or not a goddess like the one she believes in exists. It's difficult to find something truly transcendent, after all. My guess is that we live in a world of randomness, with no creator and no greater purpose. But if someone wants to believe in a truly higher power, I can't disprove that. Sarai doesn't believe in a generic power though, she believes in Ivala. Is there a being calling herself Ivala out there? I'm not sure, since I haven't felt anything too direct. For example, the mother takes an obvious and active role as a goddess. How many goddesses could you identify? There's a being going by the Goddess of Magic, who is working very subtly. No idea about her. I've encountered her acolytes. Their goddess is apparently aware of me. She doesn't act much like a goddess. Maybe because she knows she isn't. If so, I kinda like her. Aside from her, there was a goddess who called herself Celica. She actually spoke words of comfort to me, but after a while I could no longer hear her voice. Odd. I've never heard of a goddess named that. We've heard the name like once or twice, but I forget in what context. I think she was in great pain, but she seemed very personable while she spoke to me. She reminded me of you, actually. What about Tertia? An odd case. I don't feel another entity acting like a goddess, but I do feel a deep force acting in alignment with the planet. Could that be related to how the dwarves say their goddess disappeared? I had the same thought. Maybe someone used to hold the shard, but now it just operates mindlessly? The power doesn't feel intentional. To get back to Ivala, I think the church must hold some sort of divine power, but I don't know if there's a goddess involved. Anyway, that's all. There are probably other shards lost in the tower, and I'd like to get one of those. You didn't say anything about Antiala? Who's that? Who is that? My voice cracked for some reason. The Serantian goddess. She made an appearance fighting the fucklord. Celica was the one the goddess of magic mentioned, right? What's her name? Mifra? Mystia? I forget. It's Mifa or something. I forget. We'll see it again soon, so. That is very strange. I would not have guessed Serantia had a goddess at all. Yeah, that's why I fought Kirby. Well, anything I say will be a wild guess, so I shouldn't pretend to know anything. No, this is extremely helpful, but I'm still confused on some points, because the Incubus Kings and Goddesses seem very different. Most notably, the Incubus shards have seemed more neutral, you might say. There's no Incubus Kings of the Elves or anything of the sort. Mithrin, that's what it is, thank you. You're wondering if the Divine Shards are fundamentally different? I'm not sure. I assume the Divine Shards exist in various different sizes as well. Like those of the Incubus Kings, they primarily exist in large and small sizes. All the Divine Forces have a large shard. The one you have is small. Fortunately, I only need a small one like that. Dick joke? No one jumped on the dick joke? Shame. But a small shard can still make one an Incubus King. Does a small Divine Shard make one a Goddess? Maybe, according to a limited definition. I'm sure the person would be immortal, at a minimum. When the succubi drank from the Divine Shard, they had an unusual reaction with me. Oh, I should investigate that in much greater depth later. What I can tell you is that duality seems to be a common theme of the truths of reality I've found, so the shards may have interesting interactions. I have a hypothesis about Alanon. I wonder if Alanon is opposed to Chaos. Because we've mentioned Chaos a couple times in relation to the demons. And I wonder if Alanon has tapped into like the opposite power. Like, what's the word? Like determinism or stability or whatever you want to call it. I assume you don't know anything about the source of all these. Not a clue. Perhaps they really are shards of two much more powerful entities. If so, they must have broken apart countless eons ago. But we have the relevant information from a tactical perspective. I know what we're dealing with now. Much as I like seeing your confidence, I've gotta throw another layer of complications at you. As far as I know, the shards are the most powerful objects that exist, but there are things more powerful than any object. As in, forces of nature? Exactly. For example, the Earth itself is vaster and deeper than any shard can touch. But Tertia, or the force she left behind, can manipulate those vast powers. Think of the shards not as the ultimate power, but the ultimate key to power. What might they unlock? That's hard to say. The limits are probably only the shape of reality and our understanding of it. That's my plan to destroy reality, by the way. Gain understanding of the core foundation, then unmake it. It seems like it would require a vast understanding of how the world works. It certainly would, yes. Hopefully, that won't be necessary. That's an odd look. What are you thinking about? I'm just feeling like I'm really not living up to my full potential as a shard holder. Are you sure? You reshaped Arkland. You've accomplished more than the mother ever did. I wonder why goddesses, at least some of them, try to acquire worshippers. I couldn't tell you. I would really like to find Celica and ask her such questions, or maybe the goddess of magic. The Lust Lord, the Incubus King calling himself that, does seem to want worship. I'm not sure if that's ego or a bid for power. Another good question, but you're basically caught up with me now, so we'll just have to figure it out together. I'll be glad to do so alongside you, Wendy's. I would love to make our plans in the flesh. Now that we talked about the serious stuff, let's get back to acquiring me a body. I'll send you back. Just come speak to me in the tower, a part of your headquarters when you're ready. I mean, I think we always knew power would be knowledge-based, but it does raise the question about the Incubus, or the Lust Lord. Maybe there is power in trying to mimic the Lust Lord of old, or of religion. Are you sure? So sure the mother hasn't done anything that relevant? Well, she's kind of gotten fucked up by us. Like, she couldn't even save her people from a little bit of corruption. I feel like she's giga weak. We'll see, but I don't feel like the goddesses are stronger than the Incubus Kings. I would be very surprised if they are, overall. Especially since Ivala seemed imprisoned or is trying to hide from what I assume is an Incubus King or something to that effect. Oh, Orkind is here now. I know you're still recovering. Would an extended conversation overtax you? Oh, Orkind, right? I've heard good things about you. Well, that is preferable to the alternative. I wanted to speak to you about your experience returning from death itself. I wouldn't say that. My body may have been destroyed, but my soul remained. I sheeted death no more than someone lost at sea for a long time. I think there are a few key distinctions there, but I take your point. Still, my curiosity remains. I'm guessing they're polar opposites, and it's a type shards application. If they introduce a Pokemon type shard, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm not ready for that. I'm afraid I can't ease it. From all my magical observations, death is a cliff over which no one can see. I presume you have seen souls disappear quite closely. They do not reveal anything about whatever lies beyond. No, anything that goes over the cliff disappears, and nothing comes back. If there is an afterlife, we cannot see it from here. Now, I must ask, are you asking this question because of someone you've lost? No, pure intellectual curiosity. Then, I'll just be honest. I think most likely the soul breaks apart and nothing remains. The person ceases to exist, and that's all. Once I argued about the afterlife with priestesses. Now, my beliefs haven't changed, but I don't want to cause any pain to those suffering loss. That is a humane policy, particularly if uncertainty remains as to our ultimate fate. All the same, I'd rather bet on immortality via not dying instead of some afterlife. It actually makes little difference for my kind. Most religions consider us to be mere animals, so we never had an afterlife anyway. I can imagine that could be a grim perspective, particularly when you were trapped in a life you found deeply painful. I will not deny it, but having liberated my mind, I can see the appeal of a life that is finite but well lived. I agree. In the past, I wanted to live well, grow old with Simon, and pass on peacefully. Now, I want to destroy the world and kill everyone on it. Having said that, I'm currently feeling a little more ambitious. Abomination that you are. I do wonder if it isn't a bit immature to aim for immortality, though. Given what you know, quite the opposite. What do you mean? Accepting your circumstances is a mark of maturity. I have great respect for those who contemplate death instead of turning their faces from it. But if death is not inevitable, then to insist that one must follow a common pattern, that does not strike me as necessarily mature. Fuck, stumbled on the finish line. God damn it. That's a good point. I see why Simon likes talking to you. You're welcome to join us for a drink sometime. You clicked too fast and now I can't be sure if she didn't say it. You can go back. What? There's a VOD function. You're fine. Right now, it would pour straight through me, but I look forward to it. In the end, Orkin is gonna drink with every single person in reality. You wanted to speak to me about specific ingredients needed for your body. Yes, I was looking through all our resources, and I have some conclusions, if you have time. Go ahead. What are the unique ingredients we need for your body? Actually, I wanted to start with something else. What are these shining swords? Many of the Chosen carry them. We've kept them because they seem unique, but can you see any value in them? I'm afraid I'm a bit puzzled. They're divine, but not like shards. Perhaps I shouldn't mess with them now. I wonder if the Chosen are a defense mechanism by the planet, and it's not tied to any individual goddess. I'll satisfy that curiosity later. For now, yes, let's talk about my theoretical body. I know we need a divine shard. I assume you also need to take some time to be emotionally prepared. Yes, I definitely will. But let's focus on the positive. I can guide you a bit, so that you can collect useful things while you help me. The first rare ingredient we need to find is something called a Crystal of Harmony. Those are constructed at some academies, but do you need something stronger than that? Yes, we need a naturally occurring one, in order to harmonize all the different elements of myself. The next one is rare, but I have a lead on it. A substance from the tower I'd call True Stone. We have a True Stone. Will this do? Huh? Where did you get this? Alalon gave it to us. How strange. He must have known something of this. Okay, so he's definitely using Destiny. I wonder if he's doing like a King Crimson type of power, where he's like when he teleports you, maybe you're like walking there, but he's cutting out the time between, you know, and you like teleport there. If that's true, then I'm intimidated by his foresight. Anyway, True Stone is like the perfect ideal of stone, so it's very durable, a good resource for my body. But it's strictly less durable than steel, because, you know, stone conceptually is less durable than steel. So True Stone kind of has like garbage durability when you compare it to like the harder metals. Like a diamond would be significantly harder than the True Stone. Anyway, let's not think about this anymore. You're not going to actually be made of stone, are you? Our plan earlier still applies. I'll be soft in the right places. That actually relates to the next requirement. I need a demonic seed to produce normal flesh out of my abstract being. Can we kill demons for those? They're fairly rare. I'll start searching for one and see if I can't find anything compatible. Okay, Sabitha, come over here. We need to harvest you for resources. Finally, I'm going to need a potion. All the ingredients will be a little tricky, but here's the big one. A Grey Lotus. Which is the less powerful version of the Black Lotus. It only gives you 2 mana. We actually have one, I think. Oh my, I don't know why you have that, but I'm quite impressed. Anyway, that's the list. I'll be troubling you for a while yet, I'm afraid. It's good to know we have a practical path forward. Practical path to evil? I can help you with the ingredients that can be found in the tower. Just give me a little time. We probably can't recreate my body anytime soon, but we're on our way. Neat. Oh, great. We actually do have to do this, okay. This is an area of the tower I've reshaped a bit to try to help you. It'll be dangerous, but hopefully not life-threatening. Originally I set this up so you could find some true stone, but since you already managed to, I don't want that work to go to waste. Has a different purpose, then? No doubt you've noticed that most entities in the tower don't generate many sex crystals. Might make it hard to get good equipment. Yeah, I understand we have important things to do, but it's a bit of a pain. Well, the monsters you'll find here are an exception. Their manifestations should include objects with value in the real world. Ah, that sounds useful. Thanks, Wendy's. Maybe we'll even find a dagger. We don't really need true stone anymore, but I hope it's useful to you. This will be very helpful. Thank you, Wendy's. Oh, they're... Okay. Also, why is my party this? Why does it default to this? I hate this party. I would be very surprised if these things are weak to sex. There ain't no fucking way that it's weak to sex. Yeah, they're crystals. We gold diggers now? We always were. Simon's party was victorious. Free experience received. 15 sex found. Strange gold found. Oh, okay. We get like a special resource. Makes sense. Let's change the party around. Oh, it does hit everything. I want to see how strong the earth bomb is. Actually, let's see if how strong the earth bomb is. That's pretty fucking strong, honestly. Also, it's the combat section, right? So I can ask about random stuff. Yes, you can. You can ask about Legend of the Galactic Heroes. What do you want to know? I've not kept watching from episode 22. They're in the rebellion, or not rebellion, the civil wars between what's it called? The old nobles and the goaded new nobles. And by new nobles, I mean Lohengramme. This time it is just one-shots. Oh, it does a one-shot. Welcome back, Marcus. We are in the combat section. And we're getting a bunch of strange gold, which I don't know what it does. What am I doing? We haven't talked about a lot in Legend of Galactic Heroes, though. You haven't asked any questions or like have any thoughts on what's happening so far. I think in general the series is finally hitting its stride. I agree with what you said earlier, that the first few episodes are the roughest ones. There's the only other useful female character in it. True! You're referring to the to Jan Venli's assistant, right? Or like lieutenant second in command. So it's two nobles. Well, she's not noble. Fraulein? Oh, Fraulein. Oh, yeah. There's a whole host of female characters in Legend of Galactic Heroes, and I think it's a travesty that none of them have been interesting at all. Except, like, the ones that kind of get to do something. But even then, they haven't been interesting yet. They're competent, but not interesting. Might be a consequence of when it was made. Back then, you didn't write female characters. You know? Why would you? We made them bad on purpose as a joke. I love the bait about the Baroness in the painting episode. Yeah. There's a few really good segments like that. Doesn't get much better. Great. I mean, I didn't start watching the show for the female characters, but it is nice to have good female characters, you know? I would appreciate it. I mean, you just gotta live with it. Still on pad? Yeah. They're better, like, in general, the characters are a lot better written than the vast majority of anime characters today, so can you really complain? Not really. I love using the bomb. The bomb is so good. I'm so happy to have learned the bomb. It is such a good, like, pack clearing ability. Varia, my beloved. Okay, with that, I think we just killed the boss, right? Because the vast majority of characters didn't get, like... Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. This feels like it descends further into Elemental Stone. Yes, this is where I would have tried to acquire True Stone. Since you already have it, I always thought Altina is just a worse Robin, but forgot how many multi-target fights there are in some sections, and that she learns Earth stuff. Altina is just strictly better Robin, because Altina gets to double attack with the Jolt. So she does more damage than Robin does in single target. As soon as she got the Jolt, her single target became higher than Robin's as well. So I actually think the only reason to use Robin is for Disrupt. Outside of Disrupt, Altina does more damage, both single target and like pack fights. Well, also Robin gets the infinite mana, but because of Yara, I can just get mana on Altina anyway. So it's I think Altina is mostly stronger. We've delved quite deep into Elemental Stone. Might we accomplish something else with it? Indeed we might, but first we will need to set up spells to penetrate deeper. My, the tower becomes rather difficult in this direction. The further you go from the core world, the more abstract it becomes. This is enough for now. What are you aiming to find? It won't be anything amazing, but perhaps I can acquire some materials useful to you. Neat. Oh, I think it is only the red flame left, so let's see if this group can kill the red one. Oh, keep your distance from that. What is it? A fragment of bitterness. I must have accidentally generated it while manifesting the rest of this. You can confront it if you want, but it will be more hostile than the rest of the entities here. Keep that in mind. Could we just ignore it? I would prefer to take care of it. Understood. Yeah, here, the Jolt. It is so good. Nice. Okay, that does do a fuck ton more damage than I thought it did. Okay, I can't switch Altina. Yara, become Karina. Support allies, Servant Frenzy, Mass Heal. Why does that gotta trigger before, man? That actually is horrendously bad. Okay, so the way to do this then is to... Can I corrupt it? It'd be really good if I could corrupt it. The way to do this is to revive them one at a time. The issue is that... Wait, if you... I actually might have to use an item here. I think... Okay, maybe you live. Maybe you live. I would like to revive Altina. But I think I die if I do that. This time it just randomly decides to attack one enemy instead of all of us. Great. Okay, we're fine now, I think. Altina doesn't have any buffs, so that sucks. Okay, we're definitely fine now, I think. Support allies. Actually, I shouldn't do support allies. I should just burst it down. Yeah, okay. The amount of damage output this thing had is actually kind of crazy. I'm so surprised that it dealt this much. I was like, this is an easy fight. I killed everything except one mob in 2 seconds, and then the final one just took fucking ages. I was like, yeah, well, that wasn't that bad of a fight. Yes, it was. I just don't really have thoughts about the start of the Civil War and Amerstar. Just that Amerstar looked really good. And the Kershis is my goat. Or rather, I love that relationship. I agree. Kershi Icy is fucking sick. Okay, that's the first one. Can I rest in bed? Do I have to go back out or can I do it here? Oh my god, I can't use this bed. Okay. Let me go back and get my bearings. Gotta go have sex in my bed. I'm gonna fuck my Shungus life, man. It's a decorative bed, silly. I think I'm underrating the doll quite a bit for some reason. Yeah, that's fair. I think if they're strong against lightning, it's kind of bad. But if they're not, then it's really, really good. It's almost as good as like the... I think it's like 80% as good as the default lightning attack. And it's instant cast. Okay, this region of the tower should be familiar to you, right? Yes, it's associated with the part of reality near our headquarters. Well, I've taken the liberty of drawing some entities closer that you can kill for abyssal gems. You certainly can, but they're no joke. I'm gonna have sex in my bed. Great thing to hear when watching for the first time. Hello, Feyrer. Is this the first time you've tuned in to the porn game streams? Don't worry. These will be weaker and less aggressive, so you can fight them when you have the resources for it. Yeah, we are 95 hours into this game. In the meantime, they'll further muddy the waters around our connections to the tower. Exactly. Have fun. Let's see, how far in are we? Yeah, we're on like stream 30, I think. Yeah, this is stream 30. I'm so surprised you haven't gone in a single time. Yeah, I respect that. You don't have to say anything about Galactic Heroes. We can talk about it later. This is a multi-year project. This is Umineko. This is a second Umineko. Has hit the building here. Actually, I kind of want to do a different element in case they're strong against... Okay, they were not strong against Earth. That kills that. Dance kills that. Earth lands. Shield of Purity. Oh, crits are so good, man. But you came in at a... being spoiled on anything will I'm always reduce the experience. I'm so the opposite. There's actually a decent bit of research that if you're spoiled on some stuff, you'll anticipate it more while you're watching it and enjoy it more. But I actually quite enjoy being slightly spoiled on stuff. That is not an invitation for anyone in the comments, by the way. Don't you fucking dare. But yeah, favor. You're coming at a grind section, so, you know, definitely could have picked a better time. That's fine. I say grind, but it's not much of a grind. It's just a bit of combat. This is mostly dialogue driven, this game, though, I gotta say. One experience, great. That wasn't supposed to. Sorry, a few accidents are going to slip in. It's fine, Wendy's, we understand. Yeah, I forgot how weak the chaos things are. Platforming. Earth bomb, my new beloved. 3 point. Alright, there's a surf. My bad. I should have checked for that. Oh, Blade Dance is so good. Wait, it was weak to lightning. Yeah, I mean, there are spoilers that ruin it for me, but it's pretty rare for someone to accidentally just throw out a spoiler that's actually, like, gonna ruin my enjoyment or something. Saying stuff like, there's a twist, or, you know, a thing happens here, or whatever, it's usually fine. Yeah, I've already been there. Okay, Earth Bomb is the best thing we've ever gotten. I gotta be so for real. This shit goes crazy. Varia is so good. Yeah, they're both really good. I love them. You don't have to agree. You can be wrong. I can be right. That's fine. We can leave it there. In fact, that's my favorite way to leave conflict resolution, because that gives me like a sense of superiority over you. That like it's really delicious to keep, even when it's unwarranted. Is that it? There's nothing else in here? No red? I feel like there should be a red flame here too, right? Guess maybe there's only the one red flame. Yeah, I've gone everywhere, so there's only one red flame. Interesting. me check my EXP. I should be 10k under what it tells me to be at. And I am. So we have killed everything. Good. Cool, cool, cool. Apparently I'm supposed to sell the strange gold. What? Okay, let's go find a fucking shop, I guess. There's no shop in my... I haven't set up a vendor yet in my player-owned housing. And we go do that. Let's go talk to the kid. The best shop in the entire game. And if they ask where it came from, we don't know. Thanks for funding our carnival of bloodshed. I mean, 10.5k is not bad. Tells me to sell steel sword, steel axe, steel claw, and rod. Nice. We need that soundbite somehow. I mean, clipping has existed for a while. If you send me a clip of the voice, I will put it in the Discord or something as a what's it called? Soundboard option, I guess. Okay. We have done it. Let us actually, I'm curious. Before I want to double check. Are we behind on any of the headquarters stats? Orkent? Orkent was here, right? Yeah. Oh no, it's the Succubi. Succubi! Okay, so we at least have all the values. We're not fucked on that front at least. Good to know. We have also the most important metric are the shining swords, and we have gotten all the shining swords. Here goes nothing. Plot time. Oh! Yo! I forgot the order of things. I know what we're doing now. I'm really happy about this. I'm so happy about what we're doing now. It's time for Goonfall, as Kirby so adequately put it. Are you done preparing? Ready to start the next step toward building me a real body? Yes. Wonderful. Now we're not going to find shards just lying around, but I have some thoughts. Terribly sorry to interrupt, but we're getting a message from one of our secure channels. Connect them. One moment. Is this right? Are you hearing me? Sarai! I'll stay silent for now and let you handle things. She might not react well to me, given everything. We hear you, Sarai. Usually you don't contact us like this. Is everything okay? Well, thanks to this new development, it's real fucking hard to tell. All the problems in the church are coming to a head. It'd be complicated to explain everything, but basically we're seeing even deeper fracturing. The cunt in Steinford wants to formally expel the churches in the new regions and return to even stricter standards than in the past. Wait, shit, I was stuck in the mobile clip thing? It is Goonfall time. Maybe the Succubi could be accepted if change happens slowly, over centuries, but that isn't going to happen. What's going to happen then? The Eremite High Priestesses insist we shouldn't split ourselves into factions, while being fucking factions. To prevent things from getting worse, Hester called for an ecclesiastical summit. A great many things will be decided there, including discussions of potential reforms. I understand the gravity of the situations. Are we able to attend? You'd better, or I fear how this might go. And we'll do everything we can to help. Where will the meeting take place? Sarai, do you think there might be an actual schism, or does reform have a chance? I'll send you the details as soon as I know them. Ivala bless you. All of you. This is quite serious. The church's decisions will have a huge impact on all of Arkland. Yes, this has to be a priority. Wendy's? No, I understand. I want a new body, but I don't want you to jeopardize international politics for me. I knew you would understand, but I'm afraid you won't be able to come along with us. Truthfully, I could use some time to rest. I'll focus on recovering while you work. In that case, our next path is set. We have a huge amount to prepare, so I hope everyone is ready. Yes, let's go. We'll be back as soon as we can. Wendy's. This should be a relatively easy trip, but stand by for the teleportation spell. So Sarai said it was in Gonfall, huh? That's odd. I wonder why it's all the way over there. I don't mind. I always wanted to visit the region, but I was never with a mercenary company called there. Some of us don't know Arclentian geography at all. Where is this now? Some little city way in the southeast of Ardaheim. Don't know why they'd call the summit there. That's a long evolving tradition, doesn't it? We'll find out from Sarai soon. Pips, you betrayed my dude trust me yesterday. You mean trust? Yeah. No, I said I was gonna go and then I decided against going because no one I want, like... Okay, the real reason was that I wanted to go to the local, but then none of the people I like tend to like hang around talking to during the local were registered. Even you weren't registered until like right before. So I looked at it and then I was like, okay, I guess people aren't going. Like you weren't registered until the event. So I looked at the people that were registered and I was like, I guess I'm just gonna be on my phone for most of it. And then, like, you were basically the main one I would talk to there. No, I checked an hour before. You weren't registered the hour before. Like, when I was talking in the chat, in the Discord, you weren't registered. In any case, what's it called? I looked up at it and I was like, okay, there's no one... Like, I would just be on my phone for most of the day. And I also wouldn't get to play Sharp, which is one thing I really want to do. So I was like, I don't feel like going. So that's why I didn't go. I also was expecting to get new medication yesterday, but I got it today, so that didn't work out. It's okay. No, it's not. I ruined... I betrayed your trust. I know how it is. You'll never forgive me. Ah! That sounds less like a fucking cry and more like a really fucked up dolphin laugh. Wah, wah, wah. Did we end up in some random farm instead? I think the center of Gonfall is an old town that has religious significance. Since your spell was diverted, Riala? The divine magic appears to be more intense than Sarai suggested, but not catastrophically so. We can probably just walk in. We wouldn't want to teleport into Sarai's room directly, anyway, as that might raise suspicions. Let's go investigate. That's okay, Riev. I know you'll never forgive me. I didn't know you were the VA behind the Gnosia Dolphin. I really like the voice actor for the Gnosia Dolphin. They play a bunch of different characters. I forget off the top of my head, but I reacted to it the instant I heard the voice. Yes, I've heard about this walled area. Karina, would you play tour guide? Anyway, tour guide for Sangan, or tour guide for second Sangan, or for second tour guide, overlay for Farfa. Oh, not Farfa, who is it? It's not Farfa, is it? It's Dante. Dante, Travel of the Burning Abyss, that's it. Sorry, I hear tour guide and I get Yu-Gi-Oh! Brain immediately. My ADHD is making connections. Would you play tour guide? I'm still enjoying Gnosia a lot. Yeah, we haven't watched last week because everyone was at the DreamHack, but we'll go to the next, or like we'll watch this weekend. PogChamp new church bullshit. PogChamp new church bullshit. Yep. I can try. I can tell you that the wall preserves the sanctity of this original village, where Ivala's revelation came to several high priestesses. So, be on your best behavior while we're here, everyone. It didn't stop us from entering, though. Given that we were expected, it shouldn't. Probably best to avoid anything sexual while within its bound, however. Like the last episode was the Brain Off episode with Shigemichi the alien. It was peak. We watched up to episode 8. We haven't seen anything more, so I don't know if that's... I think that's that sounds like the same episode. Great. Welcome to Goonfall. New name I've given this place. Goonfall is great. So Goonfall is the most complex political situation in the entire game, I'm pretty sure. The amount of shit that happens here goes crazy. So think of it like the Incubus King Gathering, the first one, but on a slightly larger scale. Let's go orient ourselves. Hello there, Simon. I'm not surprised to see you here. What is established here will have a substantial impact on my work. High Priestess Hester, if I may ask, what is your intent in calling this summit? Other than the likely possibility that the church would fall apart without it? Yes, other than that. I know you see far and consider matters carefully. And first tell me, sister, why are you here? I will not pretend that I am not invested in this. I hope that the Church of Ivala will open its arms to accept succubi as well. As they are, without concessions. I do not know what would be best, for us, or them, or the world, but I believe the true answer must begin with acceptance and understanding. A lovely ideal. Unfortunately, I hate succubi, i.e. the allegory for like trans people right now. So, I think we should compromise with the fundamentalist right-wing faction. Because I am an enlightened centrist. Personally, I am keeping an open mind. I intend to listen to all who have come to speak and see how I feel led. One side is going to tell me to accept the succubi, the other side is going to tell me to kill all succubi, and I'll do something in the middle. I found everything seems different in retrospect. Some things that matter a great deal turn out to be irrelevant. Well, I hope you'll listen to the succubi. They may seem shocking to us, but their belief is often sincere. If only sincerity was enough. But let me turn that question to you, to your leader. Simon, what are you here to accomplish? There are so many checks like these. This is why this area is a fucker. The amount of checks here are fucked up. Remember that if you do this wrong enough, you can lose the game here. Shape the world? Do we just want to tell her that? I really do read into the Marcus muhahaha. There's no way you're saying that seriously. To prevent excommunications? I feel like there's only one answer here. It's to help the church accept succubi. The rest of this is, like, obviously wrong. In my opinion. Sorry for saying you're stupid, but you're stupid if you thought that. I am agnostic on the subject. Myself... Oh, I am agnostic on the subject, myself. One way or the other, well, we shall see how things go. I hope that this meeting will be interesting. The question is which is worse, refuse to answer, shape the world? I'd actually say refuse to answer is worse, because shape the world, she'd either respect it, or she would, but refusing to answer implies that you're not willing to, like, keep her in the loop anymore. I feel like she would find that more more of a direct opposal than to shape the world. Like, admitting that, or even saying it fake, not believing it, is better than not saying anything at all. Also, hello again, Milas. Yes, this is the interesting part. The more I get, the older I get, the more I feel that these events are ultimately distractions. I was gonna say disastrous, what the fuck? Welcome back, Alanon. Wait, what if Hester and Alanon are the same person? Wait. Wait, it's all coming together. What if Hester and Alanon are two sides of the same coin? We've never seen them in the same room together. more you know. You! Away from me! Hand of corruption! Great, this must be High Priestess Anna, head of the church in Steinford. Yes, I am High Priestess Anna. Don't say my name so casually, wanton strumpets! Anna, please, we worked together once. Will you really treat me this way? I'm only doing what Ivala wills. We've heard about this High Priestess secondhand multiple times without name. Just that all we've heard is that the Steinford Priestess sucks ass. If you continue treating everyone this way, you'll be doing it alone. Is that really what you want? Fine, I'll speak to you for a moment, in memory of your service to the church, Sister Karina. Don't think you can hide from me. I know this is another one of your corrupting schemes. But perhaps Ivala has used you to accomplish her will, at least a little. Is there anything we can do to convince you that we don't mean any harm? Absolutely not. What you call good is exactly the harm I fear. And is your idea of good allowing slavers to operate directly under your nose? Of course, I was going to stamp them out as well. But you didn't. Instead, putting all your efforts into prosecuting prostitution. And you mostly failed at that. Liar! I've never purified I've nearly purified Steinford of such filth. Have you? Does the Gilded Lily still operate? Not all forces in Steinford serve Ivala, and my power is limited. If I have my way, that will change. Sister Anna, you cannot do battle with all the sin in the world alone. Can you at least consider letting Ivala use others around you? And that will be you, I suppose. Please, sister, at least pray on this. Please, leave me alone for now. I have much to do to prepare. She's gonna end up like the previous priestess. They're gonna be a pair, yeah. Fucking the same orc for like 2 months. Ugh, she is the worst. More open to reason than I expected, however. She didn't throw us out immediately. Yeah, Vala, why didn't you try to say something? Anna approves of unpeople with her words, but it's clear to me that she dislikes us. I suspect she's upset that she can't accuse us of sexual misconduct. The temptations that concern her so much simply don't apply. I will not say Anna is open-minded, but perhaps we will not be utterly opposed in everything. We'll see. She's kinda hot though. Yeah, but Simoness has rubbed off on me, and I can't get into it. Yara, I'm so sorry, Yara. This is like advanced depression, or like advanced sobriety. When you're so sober, you become Simon. Welcome, welcome. I have long desired to meet you. Oh, is this? Yes, my name is Nabith, and I am the new High Priestess of Yihilin. Oh, you replaced Andra. Anyone other than her is a big improvement, as far as I'm concerned. Poor Andra. Her inflexibility was always her weakness, and in the end, it cost her. At least she's off the streets and restraining her worst impulses, but I wonder if she will ever forgive herself. She did fuck that one orc for months. At least. She didn't even eat. She never stopped fucking. It was crazy. Cumdump thinks you're a nicer person. Hugs. Oh, Soft Healy Lady is very soft and nice for hugging. Cumdump likes you. Well, aren't you the most adorable little thing? I don't think I've ever felt such innocent love from a succubus. Cum is something special, alright. So, you're generally friendly to succubus interests. Can we count on you in the council? I'm here to vote my conscience, not to engage in politics. Oh, I didn't mean anything like that. It's just, this will be a chance for succubi to be accepted by the church. And I hope that we can come to an agreement, but the unity of the church is in such troubled times. Or wait, sorry, excuse me, I misspoke. The unity of the church in such troubled times is essential. Some of the things I have seen from succubus Ivalans trouble me, and I've heard even more from the chalice states. But we can still be friends, right? Of course we can, dear. Goddess, your hair is lovely. Sorry if this is insensitive, but has anyone asked you to move to New Javini instead of Sarai? Some have, yes, and I won't pretend I wasn't chosen in part to appease interests who wanted Javini representation. But my parents moved to Yihilin before the Second Arclentian War, and I've lived there my entire life. It's home. Plus, I don't think it would be good for New Javini to get a Javini High Priestess there. They need diversity of ideas. That seems pretty reasonable. Anyway, I hope we can work together during the council. Yes, though much will depend on your silent friend there. I didn't see the need to say anything, since the conversation was going well enough. I cannot accept everything you've done, but you have been a great friend to the church. I respect that deeply. I wish you had prioritized us when the new Incubus King attacked Aryi Hilana, however. Everything was a mess for days. Apologies, but we were spread thin trying to put out many fires. This council will be interesting. I must pray that Ivala can lead us all. Is it essential? I mean, for them it's essential. They like to hold power, you know? Yo, whoops! Someone else is with her. Let's wait until she finishes. Okay, I'm surprisingly into you putting your hand over my mouth. Maybe we can experiment with that while we wait. We are 95 hours into this game, and you haven't tried asphyxiation or, like, hand-in-mouth play? You are the most vanilla succubus I've ever seen. Not here. We all need to be on our best behavior to avoid problems with purity spells. Let's be quiet and listen. Ivala just feels so distant. Sarai, do you think I could have been infected somehow? Committed some sin and allowed sexual magic to touch me? I don't think so, sister, but I can thoroughly check you if you like. Oh, please do. I've tried to do my duty, but society is changing. With these succubi and orcs. Take heart, sister. I can reassure you with complete confidence that you have not been tainted. Where do you work? In the succubi mines. That's a relief. I had feared that I might have accidentally. Remember, Ivala is not the goddess of condemnation. If you're engaged in her work, she will not curse you for a minor infraction. And you need not fear contamination merely by touching succubi or orcs. You can be certain of that. My work in Yihilin is proof. Remember the AIDS epidemic? Actually insanely fucked up how much fear-mongering happened there before any research was out. The messages spread about how AIDS could spread and how people were like afraid to be near gay people. It's just absolute fucking tragedy. And you need not fear contamination. Oh yeah, that's true. You feel so pure, Sarai. I'm glad I could speak to you before the council began. But you said that Ivala felt distant. Yes, but if I have not been corrupted or lost Ivala's blessing, then I do not want to take your time. You seemed in spiritual anguish when you entered. Sister, please unburden yourself. Well, Ivala always felt so warm and near, yet now I feel as though I have been cut off. I lie awake at night crying for her embrace, yet nothing. If I have not been contaminated, why would Ivala put me through such a trial? Have I done something wrong? I cannot speak for Ivala, but I would encourage you to take heart, sister. Such trials are not unknown, even to the holiest of us. Really? You've known this kind of loneliness and doubt? I think that all do, if they truly follow Ivala's path. But why? Why would Ivala put anyone through such a terrible time instead of guiding them gently? I do not have all the answers, and I will not say this time will be easy for you. But I believe that Ivala challenges us when she knows that we can grow beyond what we currently are. Grow beyond? Plus ultra? Sometimes we are like young animals in a nest. It may be warm and comfortable, but as we grow, it becomes stifling. To leave the nest can be cold and frightening, but we are not cast out to suffer, but to find a new, larger home. If we experienced only comfort, we would cling to small, simple ideas. Sometimes we must suffer those being broken down to learn greater things. That is, I will need some time, but perhaps I can find some hope in that. Do not fear that Ivala has abandoned you when she is merely testing you. Seek to do her will and better the world around you. In time, you will find the night no longer seems so cold. Thank you, Sarai. Thank you so much. I feel bad for listening in on such a private conversation. I felt for her too, but I'm glad Sarai was able to encourage her. Yes, Sarai has always been a source of comfort to those who are suffering. Other high priestesses close themselves off when they take up their role, but Sarai's door has always been open. Damn strange to hear her speak without cursing. But it seems she's free now, so let's go speak to her. Ah, there you are. I'm glad you made it safely. The defensive spells are a huge clusterfuck now. I must apologize, we accidentally listened in on your previous conversation. Ah yes, that sister is going through a rather difficult time at the moment. I see why you need to let off steam, if you constantly have to put up with that kind of whining. Shut your cockhole! Seriously, if you're going to spout that kind of shit, I'm getting Simon to make you fucking airtight. Fine with me, but I thought you hated that sort of thing. I never complain about being able to provide succor to those who are truly suffering in doubt. It's a privilege. It's the cunts who never doubt that piss me off. But you're also unhappy that you can't provide a different kind of succor, eh? Ha fucking ha. I've missed you guys. You can't blame Nalili for not understanding. She's only 40 in her own years. Just kidding. What age is she in succubus years? Like 20 at this point? Seems like everyone is still orienting themselves, but the summit will be meeting soon, correct? That's right. They're formally calling it the Council of Goonfall. We were wondering earlier, why here? 2 reasons. First, it's supposedly the birthplace of the High Priestess who brought us some essential Evalan texts. Which is almost certainly a steaming pile of apocryphal... Apocryphal shit. All we know is that some priestesses lived there. Or lived here, okay.
疑点
Apocryphal? Of a story or statement of doubtful authenticity, although widely circulated as being true. Of or belonging to the Apocrypha. Huh. Interesting. The real reason is that this is a sanctified location that no high priestess substantially controls. Oh, so it's neutral ground. Something like that, yes, but I'm eager to discuss the council with all of you. Is there an agenda already set? Things officially start tomorrow with what is being called a Day of Prayer, but will actually be the first battleground. For example, that cunt from Steinford wants to expel a lot of churches before we even begin, including me. Oh dear, does she have any chance of succeeding? No, but we have to blow a huge amount of time hashing that out. Likewise, there's a succubus priestess who requested a place on the council. She stands no chance either. So in the end, probably a middle path, with the 7 high priestesses forming the official synod? Synod? Me when I'm not religious and don't know these terms. A council of Christian denomination, usually convened to decide on an issue of doctrine, administration, or application. Great. Yeah, fuck you, Kirby, for being better educated than me, and Pure, you're so right. That's right, though there will also be some real arguments. Who has the right to address the synod, for example? I need to Google Translate that to get the pronunciation.
Synod.
Synod. Okay?
Synod.
synod
Synod.
synod synodo
Okay, we're doing the Japanese. Shinodo! I love doing katakana pronunciations. It's so funny that it's just codified that you go hamburger and synodo. You know, it's one of those things where like you think you're being really racist, but no, that's just the way the language works. It's not a stereotype if it's codified in the language. And we aren't guaranteed a chance to speak. I'll fight hard to allow it, but I'm not certain what will come of all those arguments. You should take the time today to speak to those you can. There won't be another chance until late tomorrow. We'll keep that in mind. Perhaps we should leave you to your preparations then? Yes, I have much to do, but Ivala's blessings on all of you. I mean that. When you're ready to rest, I've arranged rooms for you in the building across from this one. Yeah, Kirby, you're from Italy. That means you're fancier than me. That's how it works. It sucks. I'm a brute. Isn't that the rhetoric used in, like, ages past? Hello again, High Priestess Bertricia. Ah, after a long and difficult day, your face is a welcome relief. And I'm glad to see you too, Anmin. Hello! You finding the council difficult so far? Living in a country where the papacy played a huge part of its history constantly kinda makes the religious vocabulary more calmed. You know, that makes sense. Yo, we just had some good pizzerias open in my town. I thought you said... Yeah, I don't know why, but I auto-completed it to spawned in my town. I love being a gamer. Don't take that out of context, but I love being a gamer because I just use words that you would never use in common conversation. Yeah, pizzerias just spawned in. We got some good-ass pizza now. I am ill-suited to such extended conversations and direct confrontations. Writing lengthy rebuttals of High Priestess Anna's proclamation is one thing, but meeting her directly... Unless you don't want to talk about doctrinal affairs, what are your goals for this council? I don't mind. Your perspective as an outsider is refreshing. Neapolitan pizza with quality ingredients compared to the mediocre stuff we had before. That's sick. I have Neapolitan pizza near me as well, but the ingredients are not amazing. It's like better than most pizza, but it's not as good as like high-tier Neapolitan pizza. Thankfully though, they do 2-for-1 deals every now and then, and holy shit do I eat good when they do. And I feel like having it, which isn't that often. Have you ever had a... This is a very Swedish thing, I gotta preface this with. We love our kebab pizza. Have you ever had a kebab pizza Neapolitan style? That shit goes crazy. In my opinion, the most important issue is that the succubus Ivalans have challenged our identity. I would be concerned they were attempting some sort of trick, but your words from before encouraged me to open my mind to them. And the dear girl you sent me, being able to speak with her about theology has put my fears to rest. I'm glad to hear that. So, you'll be pushing for increased succubus inclusion in the church? A friend of mine got a kebab pizza last time we went out. Nice. I think kebab pizza varies widely in quality, but when it's good, it's really good. Indeed, I will. In fact, I have been giving the subject a great deal of thought. I do not think this council will end with the same church that entered it. Something must change. I do not know what form would be Ivala's will, but I will pray that we find it together. I'm sure you have a great deal to contribute to that discussion, Bertricia. I look forward to it. Man, Simon's so good. The way he like casually encourages people around him to, you know, alleviate their fears and insecurities. Just really good. I like that it's not restricted to the harem, but just random comments like that. They warm the soul. I'm writing different stances I might need to take so that I can be prepared to give them verbally if necessary. Respectable? Anyone else? No, it's just these people in here, right? Yeah, this is empty. Yeah, we have banana pizza as well. Banana pizza is unironically pretty good. It's what you need to realize is that the banana is cooked, right? So you get a it becomes like sweeter, but the sweetness like clashes with the curry flavor. I don't personally like it that much. It's not something I order myself, but it is something that is decently popular, I want to say, in Sweden. The thing is, it's like a pineapple pizza where there's like a church around it that only eat that type of pizza, which is why every pizzeria serves it. But I think the general consumer base doesn't touch banana pizza. I will have it if it's the only thing that's there, which is very, very rare. Yeah, I think Neapolitan kebab pizza isn't like the best thing, but with the sauce baked in, it like worked really well. Let me see, Neapolitan pizza or kebab pizza. Let me see if I Google it. Do I get a good representation? I mean, this is pretty close to what it's like. Yeah. But that's not kebab. It's just the sauce is similar. It's a different meat. Okay, there's not really any pictures of it, which is really funny because it does show that it's like a uniquely Swedish thing. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, the guy who didn't get to be king is here. Yup. Tina said that you would probably be here. I'm glad to see you're well. Will Tina be here herself? Briefly, but she can't afford to be present for the entire event. I'm mainly here because Goonfall is part of my family's holdings. I'll try to make everything comfortable for you. What else happened with Tina? What do you mean? Did I skim over it? Tina is gonna be the queen. Did you miss that? Alanon went out and said Tina is the successor. Well, Kallant isn't set in stone yet, but, you know, she has a crush on him, he's gonna be king. Oh, thanks. Wait, that's a shortcut for that? Crazy. I didn't... Did you know delete opens the menu? No, we have not seen the conclusion of that. We left right when they announced that. Is this guy's family deeply tied to the church? Don't know, but he owns this area. He seemed like mostly a businessman, but maybe. Ah, hello there. Forgive me if I get this wrong, but you're from Serantia itself, are you not? That's right. We don't have much influence, but we did gain standing here. What's this about? Well, the official announcement is Analon saying it. Or, Alanon, not Analon. Not Analon. What the fuck? Why did you edit his name to be Analon? It's Alanon. Now I can't... Fuck you, Kirby. Now I can never unread Analon. Ugh. I'm never gonna unread Analon. God fucking damn it. The Church of Ivala has never been strong in Serantia, but there are a few followers. I'm surprised they were given standing. Well, I only managed it because I agreed to also represent Serantia's interests. I've been typing it that way for like 2 streams. I've been auto-correcting it to Alanon every time in my head. Really? So you're here in a secular role as well? It seemed like I might not be able to, but the new Unionist Party put its support behind me. I wasn't sure what to think of them, but to be honest, they've been reasonable. Lol, got him. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Still, it's nice to have you here. Yes, I hope we can have some say on choosing a new Deputy High Priestess. To be honest, I feel like too much is changing in Serantia these days, but at least some are open to Ivala's teachings. This guy is the religious guy, pure. This is the guy who has relationships with the church. You again? Must you meddle with the church even more? We have as much right to be here as you. In my case, more. That is true. My apologies. I have not forgotten our agreement. When the time comes, you will have my support. My family and I will continue praying for this council to go well. That guy just 180'd. Fuck you. Analon, hello, Smile. Thank you for entering the stream with the message Analon. That's very kind of you. I may be able to help you, but not yet. I won't have any standing until the second day at best. Whomst? I can tell you with 1,000,000,000% certainty, this character did not have a model when I played back in like 2017, 2018 or whatever. I do not remember this at all. Hello, my name is Hirin. I'm a sanctified priestess. Ah, hello. I believe I've heard of you. Actually, now there's people in chat who have like way too much. There's people in the comment sections, and there's like Genmilas in the chat here who have way too much knowledge about this game. So I can't even say stuff like that anymore, because one of them can come out of the woodworks like, no, actually, that model was added on October 2015. So if you played in 2016, then she had the model when you played, actually. And, you know, I'm preempting all the rebuttals in my head already. So I can't even say things like that with certainty, because I'm opening myself up to get dunked on later. Which is, as everyone knows, the main weakness of the streamer. Like on the type matchup chart, getting dunked on is what you're weak against. It's twice as effective. Ah, hello. I believe I've heard of you. You have? That's wonderful. I'm glad to meet such important people, but Hester has given me a lot of work to do for the Council of Gauntfall. Does she have cat eyes? No, I was patiently waiting for the whole game to come out, so I wouldn't know these things. I respect that. I should have done the same, then I could have streamed the entire thing blind. I was enjoying myself a bit too much, and I didn't think I was going to be in a position to stream a porn game at the time, so that is my own bad. I didn't see deep enough into the future. I was not Alanon. I was not courting destiny. A rookie mistake. Exactly. I'm glad to meet such... Oh yeah. It's good to see that she trusts you to do so much. Ivala bless. You too. Yeah, there was another guy. There is another guy who's purely merchant, and we got him to like drop out immediately because we said his position was really weak. That guy does not have any relationship with this, I don't think. We basically harassed him into dropping out of the race. This council is going to be absolutely exhausting, especially given the dietary requests to some of the high priestesses. Hey, you're Simon, right? Seems you have the better of me. Yep, seems that way. Sister Kaskia, play nice. Fine, fine. I'm Kaskia, sanctified priestess of the Church of Ivala. That good enough for you, Inquisition? Anyway, glad I saw you before things got started. This'll be a real mess. You know something in particular? You only have to be familiar with the high priestesses for that. But we have to get through some dull days before we get to the main issues. Have fun with that. I'm surprised I'm not familiar with her at all. There are more sanctified priestesses than I can remember, but still, it's not a low rank. That's not surprising, since she stayed away from the military. Basically, Sister Kaskia is the epitome of a career priestess. All she's after is her own advancement. But she's fairly prominent. Yeah, there's no chance she'd sit out something like this. I love that there's fucking career, like, climbers, social climbers in every discipline. I randomly got like attacked by a wave of fatigue for no reason. Or not fatigue, sleepiness. I slept really well tonight. I don't know why. It just hit like a truck out of nowhere. Hope I got one of you to yawn. That's my goal as a streamer, is to ruin one of you, your tranquility by forcing you to yawn against your will. So good that that shit is infectious. It's so good. I love that part about the human body. Ah, there you are. Would I be intruding to ask for some of your time before you get settled? That's fine. We're here to talk. Oh my, High Priestess, to what do we owe the pleasure? I wanted to welcome you to our little meeting. We invite the input of many from surrounding nations. I presume you are Simon, second in command to the Doom King. My name is Esmeralda. Pleased to meet you, Esmeralda. Likewise. Now, though some of our topics of discussion will likely be too detailed for your interest, I think we... Not so fast. I recognize this character, but I think I recognize her from when I played this the first time, not from anything in the game so far. I am High Priestess Kirani. That shit goes crazy. I have a High Priestess in my in my chat just telling me what's up. I didn't know we got the High Priestess lurking in the chat. That shit's crazy. Hello. Nice of you to... Like, most people, after they watch the VODs, jump into the stream. They don't tend to jump into the game. But nice to see you. I appreciate all the backseating you've done. It's, like, put my mind at ease. Made me a little happier. I don't know how to handle you being in-game now, though. I am High Priestess Kirani. I'm glad that Ivala brought us together today. Kirani, how did you know I was meeting with him? Do you have spies in my entourage? I would never do such a thing. Awfully convenient timing, then. It's not convenient. It's divine. Ivala let me here to interrupt your scheming. Ivala above. Simon, I've heard much of you, both positive and negative. I came to discern your heart for myself. I promise you both. I want what's best for the world, and I'm open to listening to others about what is actually best. See, I think we can work together. I know you can make the hard decisions that need to be made. Don't listen to her, Simon. Please, if you want to know the truth about Aram, come and speak with me. And when you get tired of her preaching, come to me and we can get some actual work done. This game needs a Kairos so bad. I don't disagree. Kairos is a really good character. I'm sure you'll make the right choice. Ivala bless you. I want best for the world. I decide what's best. Yep. So those were the two High Priestesses of Aram. Yes, their conflict isn't just personalities either. It runs deep. Seems like they're both more open to negotiation than I would have expected. Considering how much of the government of Aram hates us, gaining ground with their church could be a significant benefit. But anything earned from one is lost from the other, I suspect. I think we should get Kirani on our side. She seemed very open to reason. Easier to manipulate, more like, but for once, we're in agreement. Karina, what are your impressions of them? You know, Linine and Aurelicy have they're like two cats. They're like play fighting. Aurelicy is like, for once we agree, and she says it every single time. So they're like clawing at each other without the claws out. It's great. Kirani has always been kind, but we weren't close. She's a soft desecrationist and was never a fan of the Inquisition. Esmera, though she has always struck me as reasonable, I can't promise she isn't corrupt. But both of those opinions are as an outsider. We should speak with them more and see what they want from us. And it seems we have another decision on our hands. Simon, do you know what you should do? Most likely. Get the two of them alone together, then have an extended discussion in which you somehow reconcile their differences and form a new political or religious alliance. If you know what I mean. We'll have to weigh this and many other variables as we move forward. You don't know how hard it was to not crack a smile and start laughing in the middle of that. I had to deliver that. I had to deliver that correctly, because you could tell, the way, I had to deliver it right, you know? Whew. That might be the first difficult QTE the game has ever thrown at me. Whew. Hello? You're here? Well, I'm not supposed to talk to you yet, but that's crazy. Wait, I'm in which building? I'm in the west building. Okay, I am supposed to talk to everyone. Good. Let's talk to everyone. Hello, everyone. Hi, Vera. So the goddess of magic will be represented here too. Not with a vote or anything, but we want to keep a close eye on this. The Church of Ivala could end up coming after us. We'll be working so nothing like that happens. I hope so. By the way, we appreciate that you made us first priority after the fucklord attacked Ari Yihilana. No problem. I hope the relationship we've begun with the church in Yihilin can expand to the rest of Arkland. I'm so curious. It's gonna be so fun if we get fucked because I'm missing stuff from Robin not being maxed. It's actually gonna lend so much credence to like decisions mattering if me having Robin in my party in chapter 1 leads to like a worse result here. That's noticeable. I mean, in previous points it has led to a worse result, but it's not been anything noticeable, right? So it'll be cool if it has actual like consequences here, aside from just like a dialogue thing or something very, very minor. Oh, hello. I've been dying to meet you. Hello, best character? Me? Of course you. I've been a huge fan of yours ever since I saw how much you cared about us during the war. You seem nice. Those horns are really cute, but who are you? Oh, are you Yellarel? I hadn't had the chance to meet with you. That's right. I'm Yellarel, sort of high priestess of the Chalice States. Love the design. Love that you're not like extra, like it would be so easy to make you the slutty nun outfit. I really like that you aren't. That is honestly more attractive. Sort of, as in unofficially. Hopefully officially after this council, but I don't know what my chances are. A succubus high priestess, well, yes, I'm afraid your chances aren't very good. In any case, the fact is that we have Ivalan churches and they need someone to lead them. I've been taking that role. She's trying. Yeah, she is. I dislike how explicit that is. Wish there was a bit of a more flavorful way to say thank you for prioritizing us. I mean, I think most of them are more flavorful, which is why the few that are on the nose like that stand out. I don't know, I don't think it's a problem. I also like getting confirmation of your choices, like even if it's a bit ham-fisted, it makes sense from a gameplay perspective. It also hammers home that your decision did matter. And I think sometimes you need to be heavy-handed in that to make it hit for people. Since the other parts of the church saw fit to send over priestesses and then offer them nothing but minimal support, we've been stepping up. I don't think I've ever met a succubus with brown hair before. Oh! It's dyed! Isn't it cute? So exotic. But the real reason is to make humans more comfortable with me. That's the same reason I picked such a conservative outfit. She is trying. You're not wrong, Genmilas. Pleased to meet you, Yellarel. I assume you're here to convince the Synod to be more accepting of succubi, and would like our help? Absolutely. More likely, I'll be the one helping you. What would you say to a bit of close collaboration tonight? I'd love to, really. You're ravishing, and I'd love to have a chance with Simon. But I'm afraid I'm following the rules for priestesses, celibacy and everything. What? That can't be healthy. I drink a lot of lust draughts. It's not ideal. But until the church makes an official ruling, I'll obey our laws. You seem very devout, Yellarel. It's refreshing. I gotta say, by the way, her, like, I don't know how to describe this emotion. Trepidation, I guess, maybe? That look is so good. I don't know why, but that's a really cute look. You seem very devout, Yellarel. It's refreshing. Oh, not that I'm trying to imply. I mean, compared to succubi who don't really get it. No, I understand. Yeah, I mean, she's taken like vitamins and she's taking essential supplements in order to not have to eat. She's starving herself. It's great. Very healthy for a succubus to do. Anyway, please stay in touch with me throughout the council. I'm sure we can accomplish a lot if we work together. She seems nice, but I worry that her arguments will not be well received. Cheerfulness won't play well with high priestesses. Well, it wasn't a request. Do you not remember? We got the option to defend them during the war, in the early part of the Fucklord invasion, right? Didn't we prioritize them back then? Was it Fucklord invasion? I think it was Fucklord invasion, the first part. We got a choice to where we wanted to send them, and we sent them to the Gods of Magic, right? No, it wasn't that, wasn't it? No. Wasn't there one where you could pick between the Church of Ivala, the Goddess of Magic, then it was the other one. Was it business? I don't remember the context. I remember a choice between different religions. Merchant, Church, or Magic. That's what it is. Yeah. But that isn't really a request, is it? I think it's honestly a... Okay, oh yeah, in the okay. Fair enough. But she wouldn't have reached her present position without talent. I think we can count on her. What a terrible sacrifice. I pray that I'll be able to make my case on the second day of the summit. Ah, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, everyone. Hello, Eliani. What brings you here? New Javini has been wanting an official high priestess for a long time, so they're very concerned about this council. They've sent official representatives, but I worry they will be too zealous and actually work against our cause. I'm afraid that's possible. High Priestess Anne of Steinford wants to excommunicate all 3 new nations. I should try to avoid that, though I don't know how much standing I'll have. We're hoping we'll be able to speak and sway the High Priestesses. Perhaps you could do the same. I would certainly be willing to try, and if so, I'd happily speak on behalf of Sakubai as well. Neat. Get out, humans. The Mother commands it. Some of us don't give a fuck about the Mother. Or really see, then these must be minions of the Doom King, as opposed to minions of a uppity cult. Silence, heretic! Psst, who is that? Current head of the Mother's Guard? That is the smuggest face I've ever seen. That's right, humans. My name is Melimin, and soon you will all acknowledge the Mother's supremacy. Maybe not the best thing to announce in an Evalan stronghold. Nonsense, I have nothing to fear so long as the Mother is on my side. Okay, Kirby, you know how you asked Wendy's how she could be so sure the Mother has done jack shit? The guards wouldn't be like this if the Mother was actually doing shit. Now get out. This place already stinks enough of humans without your presence. They're like chihuahuas. They're like aggressive chihuahuas. Like, they'd be way more comfortable in their skin if they were actually powerful, you know? Friendly, isn't she? Melimin is awful. I keep reading the M as a Y. Meliwin. I don't know why. Melimin is awful. We'd be much better off with someone else leading the Mother's Guard. Punch? What? I'm not gonna get fruit punch, okay? Like, I'm drinking straight water right now. She really is awful. Even though High Priestess Bertricia doesn't condemn her at all, Melimin gives her a lot of trouble. There were rumors that she even wanted to make some elves assassinate Bertricia as an apostate. Apostate is such a fun word. I love apostate. Whoa! The Mother's Guard is crazier than I thought. I like to believe the problem is Melimin, but it might be the Mother herself. Maybe goddess banging is the solution after all. Trust me, you don't want to Sane? It's Sane. Guys, we found him. This is what he's been doing. That's a reference that only half the chat will get. Now, it said talk to everyone in here, so I feel like that means interact with the... No, it does not mean interact with the shining spot. Okay, cool. That happens last. Good to know. Only the cool half. But yes, I meant don't test me. Names. This is Asmara, right? Perhaps I was made a high priestess for what I can contribute to these moments. Wait, no, it's... I'm supposed to talk to Asmara. Here she is, yes. Sorry, my name's... I'm getting tired, so the names are kind of falling apart. You spell this name wrong, which is really funny. So, if you'd spelled it right, I would have said you're part of the cool part, but because you spelled it wrong, you're not. Simon, so glad you decided to come speak with me. You suggested we have much to discuss? Yes, we do. I will not say that Aram, or even I, have been very favorable toward you in the past. However, I'm willing to admit mistakes. You've proven a better man than I would have predicted. In particular, during the Third Arclentian War, I was impressed that you helped save the Inquisition in Aram. Ooh, that feels like, I'm reading the comment here. I feel like this might be the Arclant acceptance thing. Is this the second most optimal one? We will have to see. Hard to say. That was one of my allies, but I support her decision fully. They may have opposed us, but they were our ally then, as they are now. Good. That is exactly the sort of reasonableness that suggested to me that we can make a deal. What kind of deal? I may be a woman of the church, but I will not waste your time with pieties you don't believe. I want a unified church, and I want an edge over Kirani. To gain it, I think a few excesses from the succubi can be accepted. I see. I don't know how much we can afford to help you on that account. Likewise, the support I am able and willing to grant you is limited. For example, I respect that you've invested significantly in Aram. I'll take your generosity into account. It may not be particularly spiritual, but I'll be keeping your great economic prowess in mind as well. Finally, one of our noble families, I believe you know their heir, Farnan, spoke up on your behalf. So, I hope you see that I can be a reasonable woman. Yes, perhaps we can work together. I would like to work together explicitly during this conference. Do you think we can make an alliance? I see one major problem with that. I understand you want the church to create a centralized authority. And I don't suppose you're willing to bend on that? That's actually not as much of an obstacle as you might think. I'm more concerned about creating a more stable church. And you're willing to compromise? When the subject comes up, please argue for the alternate forms of unity. If so, I'll back off on my request for centralization. Of course, no one can control Kirani. You'll have to do something else to deal with her. Assuming we have a deal. Decide quickly then. Apartment inspectors came in, so I had to temporarily close the stream. Oh, it warms my heart to be the type of stream that you have to hide from your near and dear and your far apart contracted workers. That warms my heart. You could be in the VR chat Twitch category watching boobs and ass, but instead you're hiding the porn stream here. That warms my heart. Well, do we have a deal? Raise your voice for alternate forms of unity. Yeah. I'm supposed to pick yes. That's it. I misread it. Wonderful. Fulfill your side of the deal, and I think this could be a productive relationship. I'm surprised we're helping here, but sure. It's gonna go to hell. We're gonna have 2 low values, and everything's gonna go to hell. God, you blend into the background. Hello again. I knew you would come to speak with me. I'm saddened that you spoke to Esmera, but I hope you have seen through her lies. I hope that we could discuss the decisions of the council. First, give me a moment to observe your soul. Oh my. While your soul is terrible indeed, your actions are not. I am uncertain of the theological terms here. Hope you will be willing to judge us by our actions. Yes, looking into those, I see that you have good hearts. Perhaps this tangled soul is a burden for you to bear. Like, if I played this unoptimized, I would definitely shit all over Esmera and 100% ally myself with Kirani in these council meetings. Because Kirani is so much more pleasant, and I am weak to pleasant people. All you need to do is be slightly cute and agreeable and upbeat, and you have me around your finger. Unfortunately, my standards are very low. In any case, I think we can draw the world closer to Ivala's will by working together. Good. Our interests lie in the church becoming more accepting of succubi. That seems good on the surface, but you must understand the fear of succubi. I would need to meet with them and discern their hearts first. At your service? You can feel more than my heart, if you want. Hugs! Oh, your succubi are so well behaved. I didn't even realize they were among your followers. We would appreciate if you did not make such assumptions. You're right, please forgive me for my failings. But truly, I would like to speak with more of the Ivalan succubi. Could you arrange a meeting? Hello, Dao. How are you doing? Welcome to the porn stream. I forget if you were here in the early streams. I think you were, right? I distinctly remember you being here, like, once or twice, for sure. But, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. Could you arrange a meeting? Given the nature of this meeting, I believe we can. Wonderful. If they are truly devout followers of Ivala, then I will happily speak for them. What is it that you want in return? You've already met my counterpart, Esmera. I wish to remove her corrupting influence from Aram. I think that's a little beyond what we can accomplish here. We can work one step at a time. For now, I must return to my prayers, but please speak to me tomorrow night. Very good. I also think her, like, hair ornament, is doing a great deal of lifting. It really, like, ties her design together in a really cute way. I'm doing well. I'm glad to hear it. I'm also doing well. We are in religious politics right now, which is my favorite type of politics. When I have power to do something about it. Otherwise, I hate it. Looks like this is our assigned room. How can we avoid anything sexual when we'll be so packed together? I think all of these rooms will be occupied. We can spread out a little. Looking forward to see more religious politics tomorrow. Yeah, I'm planning to stream tomorrow as well, I will say. So, I'm getting kind of tired. So, we'll see how much longer I go. The last two streams have been so long that my barometer is a bit skewed, because I feel like I haven't streamed like for long at all, but it's already been 3 hours. Feels like it's been 10 minutes. If it really comes to that, I can arrange, or more like an hour. I can arrange lodging for some of us in Gonfall City itself. Goonfall. Well, I'll set up here. Anybody wants to rest, just talk to me. I'll take the room to the right and try to organize our arguments for the synod. Let's chat first. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to change the decision made on the first day. I suggest getting yourself settled and resting with Yara. Check High Priestesses. I worked with Robin to set up this little projection to keep track of our work during the council. This will be very helpful, more so than the new Javini one. It'll work essentially the same as the others we've used. We'll be trying to guess how much additional pull we have with each High Priestess, but the numbers will be relative. Patricia will always be friendly to us, for example, and at most we'll be able to budge Anna slightly. Anyway, I hope that's useful to you. Good work, Karina. Influence with Anna 4. Kirani still isn't sure what to think of us. We promised to meet her in the memorial chambers, so let's be sure we do. Influence with Esmera 8. Hester 0. We have more with Anna than with Hester? That's kind of crazy. Influence with Nabif 3. 4 and question mark. Why? We can count on Sarai to help us, but her influence on the others will be limited. Until we've spoken to her after the first meeting, there's no way of knowing how much she'll be able to do. Makes sense. Is she question mark then? No. Ready to turn in for the night? Make sure to get everything done first. They'll be really busy tomorrow. Yes, let's turn in. Quite a day, huh? So many people here. It's been a long time since all the high priestesses have been together, and there hasn't been a doctrinal council in even longer. Hope it works out for the best. If they make the wrong decisions tomorrow. Relax, Karina. We'll do everything we can, but what we need to do now is rest. All this purity magic has me on edge, and we really can't have sex? It would be better not to here, sorry. Or we can have bedtime hugs. Everyone likes hugs, even Ivala. Let the hug orgy begin. I wonder if the ambient Incubus King sex magic that makes them not like tumble and fall, like be uncomfortable sleeping together in a huge pile. I wonder if that stops working due to the purity magic. Everybody up? It sounds like the high priestesses got started bright and early. Yes, we'll have to trust Sarai to establish good terms for this council. While we wait, I was thinking it would be best to visit Artford. Should be relatively easy, given that all of the surveillance is targeted here. Do we have business there? Nothing significant, but I think we should take the opportunity. Sounds good to me. I want to talk to that lady out there, but I can't. The lodge will be open for light refreshments certain evenings. Okay, so I'm getting hit by a wave of sleepiness out of nowhere, so I will actually call it early today, I think. We'll do all of Gonfall or Goonfall tomorrow, I think. Actually, I don't even know if we can fit... We can probably fit it. It shouldn't be that long. I don't know how... I just remember it as being a turbo long segment, but I'm hoping to do the rest of it tomorrow. We just got set up for the start of it today. Oh, I'm so sleepy. Which is good, because I woke up kind of late today. So, it's good to turn the sleep schedule. In any case, stream tomorrow. I think you'll need about 5 hours for it. Ooh, that's what I thought. We'll see if we do all of it tomorrow. Depends on how I'm feeling, since my medication's been a bit weird. I might tap out after like 3 as well. In any case, sorry for the short stream, but I've had a good time. And I'll be back hopefully a bit earlier tomorrow, but no promises. 18 at the latest, so, you know. Same time as today at the latest, or hopefully like an hour or two earlier. But that's it for me. Bye, nerds!